Hello guys and welcome to the stream. My name is Green Zero, back here again with the Kane's Wrath Invitational Extended Series. That's right, we have some Tuesday night Kane's Wrath, depending on where you are in the world. For me it's actually Wednesday morning, so my voice is going to sound a little bit maybe fluffy just because it has to warm up a bit. It is 3:30 a.m. here in Australia, but we have another game here for you today. This is match number 18 in the group stages. After this match there will only be 2 remaining, and this is one of those critical ones because it's Drive versus Nash. In Group A, we have 3 players vying for just 2 positions, so this is going to be an important one. If Drive wins, he solidifies his position in the finals. If he loses, it's going to come down to Nash's last game to see how things all settle. I'll try and update the results at the end of this one if I can. And then of course this Friday I'm trying to tee up the final 2 group matches, and then we'll be on to the final series. So yeah, we're actually getting down to the business end of the tournament, and out of the 10 players in the tournament, only 1 player has truly been eliminated so far, which is Cyberstorm. Of course at the end of the week we're going to have 4 players eliminated from the tournament because there's not enough spaces to get into the finals, of course, and there will be a 3-way free-for-all in Group B, because we know that Tipsy, Masterleaf and Senna will be vying for just 1 position in Group B. In Group B, you'll definitely see Bike Rush and Futurama. They have secured everything. Let's have a look here. Looks like Drive is just messaging me. Maybe has a slight issue with the 1.02 plus. Drive Phoenix. So yeah, Nash has already created a game. So I think we're going to be ready to play momentarily. Okay, maintained color. Yeah, just waiting for Drive to join us. He is here. He just had to restart his game. So just while we do that, we're going to go get the scoreboard ready. I thought Nash was going to pick purple because that's the color he's been picking in other series, but apparently he wants to go with red. So we're going to change him to red. Maybe that's because in his last series he could have picked red if he wanted, I think. Although he was against Cyberstorm. Let's fix it up. Anyway, I haven't fully updated all the graphs and things like that. Let's have a look at the group stages. This should be updated. So if we get rid of this here, you can see this is the standings as of right now. So we have a Group A game today. It's Drive's last game. Nash will be on 3 games after this. So Nash is poised, right? He's poised to move ahead because if we look at his win-loss ratio, he's at a +3, right? And that's really important because Shock is at a -1. So Shock is in really big danger of dropping out here. Things were actually looking good for Shock Trapper because he did beat Nash, and that was it turned out to be a must-win game, but he did lose to Drive. So I think Drive is in the better position and Nash because they're both +3. Their percentage is better than Shock's. Shock is in a bit of trouble here. What Shock wants to see today is a Drive loss, and it's going to have to be a notable one. You know, it's going to have to be a notable one. I think a 5-1 might be sufficient, but yeah, it's going to be tricky. Yeah, Drive is in. Yeah, he's just in a good spot, and Nash, I don't know, man. It's going to depend. Nash has 2 games, so it's hard to speculate how Nash is going to end up. So I think Shock Trapper's probably tuned in. If you are in the chat, Shock Trapper, hit me up so I know. Of course, there will be a 60-second delay with this series. Oh, sorry, with the stream, because obviously we can't have it with no delay at all. Okay, looks like they're going to be picking Tiberium Rift for the first map. Both players are here. It's looking like a GDI Black Hand. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Nash's GDI. Drive is the Black Hand. Alright, let's get this going. Let's get these out of the way. Right, that looks pretty good, right? I'm just going to do a sound check real quick, make sure the sound is okay. Yeah, my voice is a little bit blurry just because, well, not blurry, but you know, I sound like I might have just woken up, which I kind of did. You can download a separate install, blah, 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 blah. Next match day. Again, it's not confirmed, but it's probably going to be Friday. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, drive. Oh, he just un-X there, maybe getting a little bit antsy in his pantsy. He goes, oops there. But yeah, I think Drive knows that this is a critical game. Like, at the end of the day, though, he does have +4 on shock. So if he loses 5-1, he'll be even on game difference, and it will go to percentage. I haven't checked the percentage. It's probably something I should have done. Maybe if we have a gap in games, I'll have a look at that. But starting on the southeast side of Tiberium Rift, it is going to be Drive Russian. Ooh, I think there's only room for one Russian in the finals, and it could be this man. But on the other side, our last standing American, it is going to be Stephen Donald Nashington playing as the GDI, aka Phoenix. Cyberstorm, the other American player, already been eliminated, and like I said before, he's the only player to truly have been eliminated with just 3 matches to go. And again, that Group B, the Tipsy versus Senna game, boy, you do not want to miss that, because that's going to determine either Tipsy, Marsleaf, or Senna being in the finals. There's 3 players and 1 spot. That's going to be killer. But right now, Group A is also coming down to the wire with a 3-way playoff. So second place technically has not even been secured yet. Even Bart Jones, I think, might even be able to fall down if he loses versus Nash by a long shot. But we'll have to do the maths on that. And to do the maths, we'll need to have Nash complete this game, because, again, Nash has 2 games left. There's way too much maths to do when they have 2 games left. After this, we'll have a much better idea. I think that Nash plays blah, 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 blah. The highest group comes in the winner bracket. 4 players, quarterfinal. Yeah. So basically, no. So the winner of each group goes straight to the semi-finals. So if you win the group, that's massive, by the way. That's massive because you bypass the quarterfinals. If you finish 2nd or 3rd, you must go to the quarterfinals first. So if you finish first, that's a big advantage. If you finish 2nd or 3rd, you're into the quarters. So you've got an extra stepping stone. So yeah, there is actually a notable advantage to finishing first, because you are guaranteed minimum, 3rd place playoff, and that's more prize money. And this is the thing. Drive does this. He's been doing this a lot, where he does the 3-bike open. That's a lot of hull damage, by the way. Nash, I'm not sure if he got a little bit of repairs, but that is over 50% on an MCV, and he's going to come back again. Is he really going to continue to move that MCV? I mean, he's going to have to deploy. He really doesn't want to deploy that. People will be pulled back, but oh god, that is a lot of hull damage. You got to remember, that's a $3,500 unit there, so he probably did over $2,000 versus of damage, maybe $2,500 worth of damage. That's like a harvester and a half. I guess that, although you don't lose any economy, because the MCV doesn't harvest Tiberium, but yeah, still that is prime for a cleanup later on. Drive will move not all the way to his field. I guess he's low on power. Yeah, he's going to be on low on power, and he really needs to get that power plant down. The question is he going to move his MCV again, or is he going to try to crawl that? That's a little bit far to crawl. Nash puts down a 2nd war factory. This is the thing. You can do this as GDI. Marsleaf hates this, by the way. He hates the 2nd war factory on the expand for GDI instead of a ref first. He hates it because he often loses to it, and he tries to say it's weak. And it is hit and miss, right? Like, it's really good if the other player doesn't see it and you jump them with, like, 12, 15 pits. He's actually going to use it to cover his blue tib field advance, which is also good. But yeah, if you don't spot it, because look, the pit bulls, they're going to start like piling up pretty quickly, because I think he can see pit bulls coming from both sides, so maybe he'll suspect it. But yeah, if you can get the jump on the opponent, you can get quite a few harvesters. Did he not get... He didn't fill up on blue Tiberium. He really needed to fill his tanks there. There's plenty of crystal. I'm not sure what Nash is doing there. Maybe he got a bit antsy in his pants. He's going to fall back. Look at that. He's worried. He's worried he's going to get outflanked by something. I guess he's concerned that there's like bikes coming somewhere, and he pulled the harvester back early. He's got an APC as well. I guess he feels he's been spotted. Yeah. Got to pay attention to how Phoenix plays this. So Bart Jones is watching this in the stream, and he'll want to as well, because again, His last game is versus Nash, and this could be a really good insight into the Nash gameplay, although you can watch Nash's other games if he wants as well. But again, like I mentioned, finishing first in the group. Whoa, Jesus. Is he 2 War Factory all in? No, he's 2 War Factory. Just put the ref down. Not paying attention to this game, but yeah, Bart Jones, if he finishes first, that's going to be massive for him, because again, he bypassed the quarterfinals straight into the semis, and we're going to see a bit of a tussle here. The Raider buggies are out in front, and they are tanking, and most of the bikes, they didn't take any fire at all, and they sort of sledged the Pitbulls quite a bit. He's going to try to take the spike out. These Pitbulls will come forward, but again, the Raider buggies coming forward to just tank everything, and the bikes, this is fantastic by Drive, by the way. He is just absolutely shepherding these bikes like a pro, and still the Raider buggies just drawing all the rocket fire, and you know, Raider buggies are really good at absorbing rocket fire. He's going to come down to the expansion. He's going to start attacking the harvester, but Nash pulls it straight away. I like this. Look at that pull, mate. That's going to be a really expensive harvester. He's not going to get it, and this is what we don't see enough of. We don't see enough of players pulling their harvesters earlier. Like, most players would have just let that harvester die, but Nash saves it. He actually has 2 harvesters on the red health, so that attack ultimately ended up being a disaster for Drive. He lost a lot of bikes. It started out great because he was killing Pitbull after Pitbull after Pitbull, and then he went in to get the harvesters. But Nash, that was fantastic defense there, defending those harvesters quite well, and now he's on the counter attack. Drive lost again quite a number of bikes there. He's going to have to switch Scorp tanks. Doesn't have any more bike buggy to follow it up. He's got a 3rd War Factory. He's already got tanks here, so really he should be fine against just Pitbulls, because again, Pitbulls cannot face Scorpion tanks in a stand-up fight. There's not quite enough tanks here. Drive pulls that tank back. Oh my god, is it going to die? It just lives. The War Factory saves it. He can't save that other tank though, so he will still lose a tank. Buys enough time. That is one lucky Scorpion tank there. The repair drone's literally saving it from that last death blow. But Nash now pulling back into the middle of the map here. But yeah, his economy, I think, is slightly ahead. He's going back for more blue tip. 2 harvesters of blue tip. These are Scorp tanks, so he can try to just run away from them. The harvesters are a little bit slower than Scorp tanks, but I think he's going to have to come forward. Yeah, he's going to have to come forward. Quite a lot of Pitbull APC here. I'm not sure if the APCs were a good idea, because they're not going to be particularly good versus the Scorpion tanks. They can mine drop on their retreat, and they might have to, really, because I mean, these guys, they don't have dozer blades. Nash can see it. He's going to chase. Drive will chase them back, and he should be able to get away. AP ammo is now done, so the bikes will be destroyed relatively quickly by that. But this is the thing that Drive does. He just has, he has an attack order instead of a move order. He's been doing that a lot. You really want to try to envelop the enemy units if you can. He's going to go up to the top. He's going to find just a single Predator tank. Blue tip harvester. Oh, Nash is going to pull it back. Maybe, yeah, it's okay. That's going to work. Maybe. I was going to say it might have been worth just dumping the tanks into the refinery, because I'm not sure if he's going to be able to save this area. The harvesters are actually pretty safe. A lot of people is coming in, and I think Nash, oh, there's a Sonic emitter. Oh my god. And I was going to say it was looking pretty bad for Nash there, but that Sonic emitter just ends the attack. As soon as Drive sees it, he's like, see you later. I'm out of here. He backs up. Pitbull mortar is done, but I mean, most of the Pitbulls have been thin. There's still a couple left, but Pitbull's just not that crash hot versus, versus Scorp tanks. No dozer blade though, and he's gone back to bike buggy again. So Drive, this is what we saw as well from his other series. It's just a lot of heavy spam, right? It's spamming bike buggy, it's spamming infantry, or it's spamming tanks, and that's really all it's been from Drive. And when you get these more solid tactics from the GDI players, they do tend to just win in that situation. Look, Nash has a outpost expand, double refinery there as well. Double refinery. Steel and MCV, Steel Talon's better. Yeah, Bar I think does favour the Steel Talons. GDI is the second most picked faction in the tournament so far. There is a flame tank down there. Nash has got eyes on it, but it's one of those questions. Did he really see it, or did it just cross his vision? There's a lot of units responding, so I'd have to say he's seen it. The bike buggy is moving through the middle. Yeah, he's definitely seen it. The Predator tanks are going to come in, and yeah, he's going to completely cut that off. He sold the outpost. He's going to get a harvester that was transitioning. That's a nice pick off. Might be able to finish the spike as well. Yes, he is going to go for the spike. Should be able to knock that down. That's going to go down. Nash repositions. These Pitbulls are all really badly damaged. Oh my god, it's definitely going to be worth. And the command center, I thought that was damaged then, but oh, he's got a second MCV. And there's a flame tank there. Oh my god, Nash is in a bit of trouble. He's going to lose a Reclamator hub. Oh, it might have been worth just selling that to get the full health Zone Trooper squad there. Sonic emitter comes down. It's a little bit too late. The Reclamator hub has been destroyed. Oh my god, did those bikes just drive through that Sonic ray? That looked like it. They must have just missed them by the skin of their teeth. There's actually that original Sonic emitter is still there as well, and that's actually going to cause problems, right? This flame tank will be dispatched, so we saw the double flame tank from Drive, one round the top flank, one round the bottom, but unfortunately, aside from forcing the cell on the War Factory, not going to achieve that much. He is going to do an attack here, gets the Engineer, but the Redeemer is going to come out. He sees the Redeemer. There is an MCV here. I think this is Drive's, it's its only MCV, quite possibly. There's some Purifiers here. There we go. Actually building some Purifiers. These tanks may have to evac this area. Not going to work too well for them, I don't think. And oh my god, a lot of bike buggy. Tib core is done. Oh, there's one Sonic emitter. Oh my god, that Sonic emitter just went through that bike buggy. That's actually a second Sonic emitter, yeah. I think Driver's like, alright, cool, maybe not. The blue tip is gone, but Nash has been getting most of that. Yeah, there is only one MCV. Oh, this bike buggy is going to find... Oh, sorry, these tanks will find this bike buggy. Not quite enough tanks to take them all out, but enough to cause some sporadic damage. Maybe one more shot onto that buggy, yeah, it will be destroyed. But the biggest problem, again, is Drive doesn't have a third base. This is only MCV. He was going to try to do a push to this side, but I mean, Nash is repositioned the Reclamator hub. The Marva's going to come out, and I mean, he has full eco on this field, right? So he is cranking, whereas Drive, you know, he's on fumes. He's huffing fumes right now. There's a little bit of tib here on his main field, but yeah, look at that. He's going to have to abandon the push. He's going to have to head north, and that's going to be a long time before that MCV gets any type of economy down. Looks like he repaired the Pitbull. Is going to send them out. This is a nice hit squad, only 6, which is not like great, but still they got mortars, so if they're left uncontested, they can start dunking these power plants one shot almost. He sold his tier 3. I guess he realized he couldn't really hold it, I guess, or couple of Predator tanks up the top as well. I don't think he realizes there's those 5 Predator tanks, and that's just going to be really annoying because Drive has nothing in position. Nash is trying to push the other MCV forward. He's going to have to tower drop his way out of this, but he's already at 50% hull damage. And yeah, unless he's got a Sonic emitter coming down, I can't see him holding this. So yeah, it's a double tower drop, and he's just going to focus down the MCV. There is some tanks coming, but I mean, it's not going to matter. He's going to get the MCV, and that's really important for Drive, right? Because now he cuts off the base push. Base push is done. There are some tanks here, but Drive has realized he can simply just overrun them. And that's going to be the end of them. Is that Purifiers are actually here as well? Did not see this. Battle mark is going off everywhere. The Marv is over here. The tanks are coming over there. What's happening? These guys are killing power plants. There's a lot happening. Was that a shockwave artillery? Oh my god, I think it was. Drive's Redeemer. Oh, he got EMP'd, and the Marv is now just firing into the backs, and there's Juggernauts. That is a dead Redeemer. I'm not sure why the Redeemer is down here by itself. I mean, absolutely no combat units with the Redeemer, and that's the easiest cleanup you'll see. Nash is like, hey, I got Juggernauts, I've got the Marv, well, let's just EMP him, he can't get away. There's sniper teams here, and that's going to kill all this infantry because there's just not enough here. I don't think Drive has enough time, right? I don't think Drive has enough time. There's his sharpshooters. He did clean up the units over here. I think he cleaned up the Pred attack as well because they appear to all have been destroyed. But I mean, he's got a decent amount of bike buggy left, but really he needs to stop this army, and he doesn't have EMP coils, which is, does he have EMP? No, he doesn't, so he's really got no way of stopping the Marv. He's going to have to face the Marv head on. These Purifiers aren't going to be able to do anything. Again, he's going to try to go around. Zone Trooper drop pod comes in. I like this because it's going to be impossible for Drive to dispatch those. The Scorpion tanks cannot crush them. They have no dozer blades. And there's a Sonic emitter there. And I think, yeah, he's just been running the bike buggy through that Sonic emitter. He's going to move through this base. But the Zone Troopers are going to destroy everything here. Yes, the Raider buggies are coming, but is it going to matter? Like, he can actually destroy the Raider buggies. Yeah, these Zone Troopers are just absolutely destroying everything. And again, they can't be crushed. There's no dozer blades on the Scorpions. And they'll just, he's actually building Zone Trooper squads. Yeah, look at that. He's going to jump jet forward, and these are dead. Drivers just left them for dead. Nash's clean up. Elite squad there. That's nice. And this attack. Oh, how's he going to hold this attack? Harvesting gets destroyed. He's still got sniper teams. He's got sharpshooters. I mean, he's trying to go infantry, but I mean, realistically, yeah, look at the Juggernaut volleys coming in. Oh my god, this is really bad. The sniper teams are there. The sniper teams can start to work on it. The rifleman squads will bank. He might be able to call it an orbital here. There is actually quite a bit of infantry. I would like to see an orbital. Yeah, sniper teams now just, it looks like he's being attacked on the flank as well. He might not quite have enough. There is supercharged particle there, and I think he is killing the sniper teams now. We can see at least 2 squads remaining, 1 squad remaining. So he's actually going to thin down all of the sniper teams, but there is an MCV here, and now he can start tower dropping his way, but there's just too much artillery. I mean, yes, eventually Nash will just wear this infantry down, I think, just with the pure amount of cannon damage he has. Drive has said GG. But yeah, look at that. he just gives it up then. I guess, like, yes, he got rid of all the anti-infantry, and he could have kept fighting that, but I think, again, it's just a matter of time at that point. Drive realizes, I think the game has slipped out of his grasp there. Okay, something got stuck on my throat then at the end. Let's do a quick sound check. Yeah, it looks pretty. Zones are insane. Yeah, the zone troopers, and that's the thing, because there was no way to deal with them, right? I mean, he had, what, 5 or 6 raider buggies, but they were like all one shot from death. So the zones just went boom, 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 and just took them all out, and then they just killed everything. They shut down that whole attack. If Drive had EMP buggies, it might have been a little bit different. Where are these guys going? But yeah, Nash will take game 1, and I must say, Nash looked good in that game, right? He looked good. And Drive looked like how he looked last week and in his previous games, where he's just sort of like, again, putting together lots of Scorps, lots of bite buggy, or lots of infantry, you know. He did chuck in those flame tanks, which was nice, and he had the purifiers and the Redeemer, but just didn't do well. The Redeemer being caught out by itself, I'm like, it just didn't need to be there, right? It could have been up in the north, and he would have been fine. And yeah, might have had a better chance. If he could buy some time and have the infantry with the Redeemer, then things would have been different. But Drive will get the map pick. Let's see if he sticks with Blackhand, you know. I would like to see some more Nod. I'm surprised we haven't seen that much Nod. I think it's like the 5th most picked faction. It's not actually, it's below the halfway point. I think, yeah, obviously the highest is Blackhand, then GDI, and then I think Steel Talons has taken 3rd position now, and then it's Traveller 59. I think Traveller 59 and Mock are basically exactly the same. I do something very wrong in the late game, yeah. No EMP coils. Again, the bite buggy armies just got shut down too easily by Nash. Fighting. Alright, here we go. Looks like Driver's going to settle on Tournament LA. Yeah, that's the thing about Raider buggies. They can absorb a lot of rocket damage. They can't absorb that much cannon damage, which is what the Zone Troopers do. So the Zone Troopers can basically 2-shot them. Even sometimes 1-shot them. If you hit them from the rear, it's a 1-shot, I think. And if you hit them from the side, if they're already minorly damaged. But anyway, especially if you have like power packs and things like that, Blackhand can't get any upgrades for the Raider buggy aside from coils, so they have to use that crappy little machine gun. But Drive Russian, he's on the north side of Tournament Los Angeles. He's dropped the first game, but again, this is the extended series, and it's all about endurance. Starting the south side, it is going to be Stephen Donald Nashington, waving the flag for the Americans. Phoenix. He's on the ball. He takes game number 1. How many players have we got? Sorry, not players. So how many people we got watching the stream? Let's have a look here. Looks like he's going to beat Drive to that building. Whoa, we're over 100 players. So yeah, again, I wasn't sure if Tuesday Night Kane's Wrath was going to be popular, but apparently it is. And again, this is a very important game for these players. And Nash looks good. He looks better than what he did in his last game, that's for sure. Because he did lose to Shock Trepet. And I think, I just wasn't sure, right? Like, he lost to Shock Trepet. I was expecting him to win that. I guess Shock just had a play style that was just a bit better. Or countered what Nash was doing. But Nash looks pretty good against Drive. Just remember, Drive did beat Shock Trepet. And here we go. This is the 3-bike open. Drive is just, he's so comfortable with the 3-bike open. I mean, I can't blame him because it's almost universally turned out quite well for him. He gets a contain on the enemy early on. He does some heavy damage. He's actually 2 War Factory all in. Oh, Nash, he forgot his spike capture. Look, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, it does hurt a little bit. If he's been sitting there for 15, 20 seconds, that's an extra $200. But it will be a 2 War Factory all-in. And why not, right? Because it's a long series. Like I said, you can afford to throw caution to the wind in 1 or 2 games. And we have seen players do this where they're like, all right, I'm just going to go hardcore all in. We've even seen people sell their MCVs and not even go for a refinery. But Nash, oh, he's trying to move the MCV, but he built a Predator tank. But I think Drive is just going to focus it. He needs to get that Predator tank behind the War Factory. It does not get behind the War Factory. Oh my god, he's got nothing building. He's in so much trouble. Oh, he's got a pit bull as well. Went for a pit bull scout on the flank. Oh, this is disastrous. He's got no mining. This is actually going to shut Nash down. And again, he's just been jumped. Drive not pushing the advantage though. It allows him to pump out 2 rocket squads. That could have been, oh my god, that could have been so much worse than what it was. That could have been so much worse than what Drive just decides to back off. I mean, I think he could have got all the harvesters there if he really wanted to. Maybe just a little bit cautious there, too cautious. He's actually built a 3rd harvester. And these units are actually going to come out of the base to attack the bikes. He's going to get the spike. He's trying to put the repair tool on it, but I mean, he just repositions to the other side and he gets it. And now he should just be able to move away. Oh, takes some rocket damage, gets a bike. But yeah, I just felt that there was an opportunity to get at least 1 more harvester there. The AI desync problem. Apparently there's an AI desync problem. Yeah. People pointing out some of the mistakes that Drive made in that last game. Just giving up way too much bike buggy in very cost inefficient trades. Especially at the end there. He still had quite a large fighting force of bike buggy with Tib Core, but just getting wrecked on Sonic Emitters and Zone Troopers, oh, that was bad. But yeah, Nash, I mean, he has stabilized. He's got 3. He's got now 4 harvesters out. This could be problematic for Drive because, again, he's only got 3 harvesters, so his economy is now behind. There's only 1 Pred and 2 rockets, and I mean, he's tracking. Yeah, he's got infantry squads, so he knows exactly where the bike buggy is. Gets off a free shot. He could even send a rocket or 2 to the garrisonables here, and that would stop Drive from meandering around and trying to outflank. He'd just be taking random and sporadic damage as he goes along. Going to spread these rifles back out again. Like, there's so many garrisons on this map that you really need to, you know, have these guys positioned where they can see the enemy. Drive is going to come back down. Look at this. He actually has the EMP spike in the bottom right. I guess he feels it's going to be safer. He's going to come in. He's going to find a harvester. Oh my god, Nash not responding quick enough. The Predator tanks are responding now. He needs to pull that harvester. Oh my god, he just got 2 harvesters. That was really good from Drive. He has to sell another refinery, and now he's going to come through, maybe even get this power plant. Yeah, I think he can get this power plant. So, oh, Nash is going to be kicking himself because he sort of stabilized quite well, and now just to lose 2 harvesters like that, that hurts. He doesn't have a ref queued either. No, actually, sorry, he does. He put it down, so he's still hanging in there. He is still hanging in there, but he's firmly on the defensive. Drive might even be able to go back for an MCV, but no, he's gone for mass tanks, and this is a problem, right? Because these tanks can crush the infantry, although he doesn't really have... I'm not sure where those rocket squads are. Did he send them out and about? Not sure. He's going to see these tanks reverse moving into the enemy. Not the best, but these bike buggy are going to come around. And look, the bike buggy could hit from the south. The tanks could hit from the north. And Nash isn't going to be able to hold this, I don't think. He's actually now in a terrible position. I mean, he does have 5 and 2, but he needs a bit more time because these Predator tanks, right? He's just going to come in. He's going to send everything in the front door. He's going to chase down the tanks. I like this. He's now got the tanks on a move order, and he's going to go in. He's going to get that harvester, I think, almost straight away. He could just start going for harvesters realistically. He's got another tank. He's going to get that harvester. Yeah, Nash is in so much trouble here. Another harvester will fall down. I mean, there are more Predator tanks coming from the flanks, so these Scorps are starting to pop, but I mean, look at that. Guardian cannon comes down. There is a single harvester, and Drive's like, all right, I'm trying to get out. He's trying to back out. He's probably going to lose 1 more tank on the exit, but I think the damage is done. Like, the damage is done. 1 harvester stands for Phoenix, and Drive is just going to pull all the way back to base, probably repair his tanks, and he's going to come back with 1 more final attack. Or I think he was trying to go for blue tib there, but he had to turn around. Yeah, he did, because I think Nash moved forward quite far, but Nash is actually backed up. He's got the tanks for defense, even a veteran Predator tank there, but it's just not going to be enough. Whatever the opponent, lots of gun towers, steel towers maybe. What's the worst faction? Well, Zocom has the lowest win rate, I believe, but they've only been played like 3 times or 4 times, I think. So not enough. We saw that Bike Rush gave Reaper a 100% win rate, but that was only from 2 games. So I'm not saying Reaper's bad or anything. I'm just pointing that out. But currently Zocom. Again, it's got such a low pick rate though. I guess it's hard to say really, because even Scrin, which has got a pretty moderate win rate, has still only been picked a couple of times, right? And it's just, yeah, it's just really hard to tell with Scrin, Vanilla, Zocom, and Reaper, just because of they've been picked so few amount of times to get enough statistics. But the rest of the factions have plenty of statistics, and they're all trucking along just fine. So, yeah, look at this. EMP Blast comes down. Oh my god. How do you miss with that? How do you miss with an EMP Blast? Like, that was terrible. Nonetheless, Driver's going to come in. He should be able to get that tank. Not quite. He's going to get that tank for sure. Yeah, I'll take it. I think he's just got too many Scorps here. The Preds are going to try to defend it, but look at that. He's going to start targeting the War Factory, and I mean, Nash's solo seems to be... if I was Drive, go back and just take the War Factory out, because if you kill the War Factory, you've won. I mean, he's only going to have like 7 tanks left. He gets the power planters also now. Nash is on no power. Like, Nash is fighting. The reason why Nash is fighting is because it is a tournament, and I guess he feels that as long as he has these forces here, he's still a chance, right? I just don't see how it's going to work out for him. Drive hasn't cleaned his field up just yet. He's still producing tanks. But yeah, look at this. I think once he goes out into the open, yeah, Drive is going to move forward. I think we're going to see the GG momentarily here, because he's going to start focusing these Preds down. Yeah, he's got a good line on them as well. That veteran Pred, no heroic Predator tank for Nash. He's going to get a few more of these tanks, but realistically, what can Nash hope to achieve, even if he holds off these Scorpions? I don't know what he's going to achieve. He actually changed his targets to the War Factory. Yeah, look at this. I think he's realized now he could just go for the War Factory. The Preds have to go forward. The War Factory is down, which means there is no more repairs for the Predators, and he could literally just send his tanks forward. He's going to get the Harvester maybe. Not quite. Again, there's no repairs for Nash anymore. He's got a refinery. And I think at this point, Nash needs... Oh, since you got a second one there. Yeah, Nash sees the writing on the wall. He probably stayed in that game a little bit longer than he needed to, but again, you can't blame some players for trying to stay a little bit longer because of the high stakes nature of the tournament. The Driver's done it. He did it with an all-in. Nash just, like, Drives jumped him so well and then just didn't capitalize, and then Nash stabilized fine, and then he lost those 2 extra Harvesters, and I mean, it just went downhill from there. Oh, so Drive gets one back. He's going to level the series. Let's see if we can get, where is it? Graph 2? Yeah, so I haven't updated this from yesterday's stream. So there is 2 matches missing, but you can see that in terms of pick rate, yeah, Zocom only has 4 games. Only 4 games. Scrin has 10, 8 if you remove the mirrors. And so you can see their win rate, it's fine considering, I mean, Zocom's is bad, but Scrin's is okay considering the low pick rate, 37.5. Blackhand's pretty bad, but again, it is the most picked faction, so both the pros and the advanced players are picking it. Yeah, Drive didn't have Dozer Blades in that game because he was all in, right? He's not going to have Dozer Blades if he's doing an all in. It is going to be Nash's pick though. But yeah, again, I haven't updated this from the games from yesterday, so again, there are some games missing. But this is just a general idea on how things are trucking. So yeah, you got the big picks, the top 3, like GDI and Blackhand are so far ahead of the rest in terms of pick rate, but their win rate is pretty moderate. Blackhands is down in 6th position, and GDI's in 3rd. But yeah, look at Nod, GDI, Traveler, and Mock. It's all 50%, right? It's all 50%. And Steel Talons. I mean, you've had 29 Steel Talons games, or sorry, 29 Steel Talons picks. 25 if you remove the mirrors, and they've got still a 68% win rate, so they are still trucking on. That's just a quick peek. I will have more stats and things like that. I do need to update them though. Yeah, Nash just contemplating on what could have been. I think maybe Drive started again, but yeah, he didn't scout the all-in. He did have the Pitbull, and he's just talking in the chat now. He sent the Pitbull out to the right flank to go around when really he should have just gone down the middle. Yeah, and because of that, we saw when he was getting attacked with those bikes, the Pitbull was coming back to base. Yeah, it's like, oh man, he had a pit scout, and he didn't send it directly to the enemy base. No, 4 games and Leaf went for it. Yeah, I think, yeah, Leaf played Zocom. I think someone else played Zocom as well. I've got all the statistics from every single player. Maybe we'll just have a look at that. I'm pretty sure someone else played. That will just wait for Drive to come back. I'm not sure where Drive has gone. What do we, desktop. I'll have a look and see who's been playing Zocom. So Master Leaf. Where is he? Phoenix. Zocom. So Senna has played 1 Zocom game. Master Leaf played 5 Zocom games. So in total there's been 6. Again, I haven't updated the graph since for yesterday's stream. Yeah, looks like Drive's having some trouble, right? I think his patch is changing back and forth. What part of it's trying to change patch? Drive might be having some technical difficulties. We're up to 104 people still. Is that right? Sometimes the viewer count doesn't refresh. You got to manually refresh it. 117. Zocom. Yeah, in total there's been 6 Zocom picks. So the graph hasn't been updated just yet. Let me have a look. Yeah. Wait, how old is that graph? Is that the right one? Oh no, that graph is definitely... I have updated the graph. Let me just get that for you now. Stream 8 picks. Yeah. No, guys. I've got it here. This is it here. So I still didn't update it. Is that right? Stream 8 picks? That's not what it says on... No, I haven't updated it. No, sorry, I haven't updated it. Yeah, I need to update it because there's some more stuff on there now. Alright, Drive is back. We're going to be doing Toxic City. It is 1-1 in this best of 9 series. This is the Kane's Wrath Extended Series. Drive Russian would be looking to get the W here and seal his position, but I mean, realistically, again, we saw the stats. If Drive gets at least 2 wins, his percentage will be above that of Shock Trepids, and he'll maintain 2nd position. But starting on the northeast corner of Toxic City, it is going to be Stephen Donald Nashington, aka Phoenix, and that means Drive. He's going to be playing as the Yellow-Black Hand on the west side. People cheering Drive on. This could seal the deal, and yeah, just looking at the game difference, again, Drive just needs to win 2 games. He might only need to win 1 game, actually, if we do the maths. Again, I didn't do the maths yet. I should have done it when we had a moment there, but I didn't, so maybe later. But yeah, nonetheless, if Drive wins this game, and maybe he's already qualified, right, with that 1 win over Nash. We'll have to wait and see, but until then, we'll just assume that he has to win 2 games. Shock Trapid's not going to be impressed. He's like, oh, he's going to slip to 3rd, and then he's in real danger of dropping out of the finals race. And I think that would be a real big disappointment for Shock, because he's been doing all right. You know, he's been doing all right. I don't know if he's watching this series. I don't know if he's in the chat or whatnot. It must be killer for Master Leaf, though, knowing that potentially he can make it, but he's probably not going to. Cabal squad will find these Rifleman squad, and he should be able to defeat them both. Yeah, he's going to... Oh, he turns around. Almost screws it up, but Drive is hardcore blocking Nash right now, and surely there's going to be a pit scout. He doesn't have the tower. He's not pit scouting. Oh, this is going to be... What is it? It's an operation. It's really far forward, actually. That's actually a dangerous place to put it, right? I guess maybe he feels that there's another squad there. Oh, no. He's got a squad there, though, right? He throws the grenades, misses, Nash dodges it. There's the Pitbull. The Pitbull's up the top, but I mean, the Flame Tank is out, and he's going to run straight into the vision, so he's going to see the Black Hand, right? He's going to see the Black Hand. The Pitbull is going to go down here. I think almost certainly he knows that it's going to be a flame open now. It is just a single flame tank heading down to the south though. But bikes are coming out. He's going to get the repair off. Oh, he just gets the repair off in time. Oh my god, that was really intense. The rocket was in. Oh, he sees the all-in. Oh man, he sees. I mean, I guess Drive couldn't hide it, right? He already had the War Factory queued and the Pitbull was here. So Nash straight away. It is pred tanks till the end of time. He just needs. He's actually even going to go for a barracks. I wouldn't mind seeing a Guardian cannon. Don't build rocket squads. He put down. Wow, he's really putting things down quite quick. I wouldn't even bother with rocket squads. I'd just get a Guardian cannon, right? Because that's going to be so hard to dislodge because it's got so much health and it can take such a pounding, right? He just sells off the tower. See, I don't understand that. He's going to put another tower. He's going to try to defend his spikes. He's got to be so careful, right? People have been doing this a lot where they send the pred tanks out and they just get caught out, right? They get caught out and they get destroyed. Driver's going to go up the top though. Tries to throw the grenades, not going to hit there. He's going to try to go back. No, I don't think so. He's lost one of his spikes. The black can did get it. There is an APC heading down there, but the APC alone will not be sufficient. He's just going to back up, defend. He's got 4 harvesters. That's pretty good. You know, those 4 harvesters are going to allow him to produce quite a notable defense. Has 2 towers here. Driver's going to try to focus them down. Sells it before it goes down. I like that because you get a full health rifleman squad and every unit counts in situations like this when you're in the all-in. Why wasn't tournament decision in the group pool? It's a real banger. I did consider tournament decision, but I ultimately decided to can it. I felt it would be a bit too stagnant of a map to put in. Like, yeah, like it was close, right? It was close to getting in. Because it can produce obviously really good games, but I just felt that, you know, I just felt I'd skip it this time. There's so many tanks here, right? And Nash is just building tank after tank after tank because he knows he needs to watch out that he doesn't get his harvester sniped. I don't know why he's so far back. He could easily move forward. We need to keep an eye on where that flame tank is as well. Drive does get the EMP blast. Now, this is good. What Drive could do, he could wait for the EMP cooldown because Nash will not expect. He's actually going to go for an airfield. Doesn't get AP ammo, goes straight for an airfield. If he waits for the EMP blast and he nails Nash's army, he could actually destroy most of the army. Let's have a look and see where things are. The flame tank is sitting over here just outside of vision. Yeah, it's still got about 2 minutes on it. That's the problem, right? It's got a long... I mean, it's only a 3-minute cooldown, but it's with still 2 minutes remaining. Nash is just building more and more tanks. He's actually building orcas, and this is going to be really bad because if these orcas get across, they will destroy all of Drive's harvesters in one volley. I think maybe he's going for an MCV here. Still hasn't got rid of the Black Hand squad. Yeah, he went back for an MCV. I don't know about this. Pred tanks moving forward now. I think they're confident. There's actually a lot of Scorpions. I didn't see how many Scorpions there were down here. There is a minefield there, but it's just one minefield. Oh man, Nash has to back up. He's already pulling those Preds back. Drive straight through the minefield, which is nice for Nash. Takes some serious hull damage, and look at that. He has to use the Orcas to defend his MCV, and now he realizes, hang on a second, I need to go for that flame tank. That flame tank's doing so much hull damage. Oh my god, if he can actually kill the MCV, yeah, look at this. He's going to building blocker. I think he's going to be fine. He's sending the buy buggy in. It's not turning out that great for Drive. He's not going to get the MCV. No, I doubt it. He's going to try to go for... Oh, he gets an engineering. Oh, that's just salt in the wound. Drive is going to lose all these forces. The Predator tanks are here. They're surrounding the Scorp tanks. He's not even bothering to change targets. I think he realizes that he's just lost that fight, and maybe that could have just been the game as well. He's trying to go for inf upgrades. I mean, realistically, he's got one ref, 3 harvesters. Like, what's he going to be able to do? Like, yeah, he can probably defend out the Preds purely because the Preds are all spread apart, and it's just going to be different. Where's he going with the MCV? Is he going to try to base push him? I don't know. I'm not sure what his plan is here. V35 flying around. Does it have... It still has a rifleman inside, so it means he can control that. Yeah, Drive. He's trying to go for an expand. He's getting in the way of his own MCV, and I mean, yeah, he's going to be able to hold on with the infantry, but I mean, Nash can now do whatever he wants in this game, right? He's got so much leverage over Drive. Drive is quite far behind. I mean, it might almost be worth just doing a big attack. I'm not sure about this. He's going to go for the crush, but this could just cost him Oh my god, that EMP blast. Nash was not expecting it. He's going to lose these tanks. He's going to lose these tanks, and the infantry is then going to move onto these. He needs to get a reverse move off. He's taking some serious damage. No, he's going to continue forward. Are you serious? All these tanks are going to be destroyed. And just like that, Drive levels the playing field. He lost basically nothing, and he got like 12 preds. He's going to counterattack straight away as well. He's just going to go straight for a counterattack. Oh man, that was pretty bad. I mean, he's got these orcas here, but did they do anything? We actually have a harvester missing. Maybe they got a harvester. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right spot. Possibly. Is he going for AP ammo? He needs it. Yeah, he's just starting it now. Orcas still flying around. They must still have ammo, but Driver's going for a counterattack. I guess he feels like, you know, I just destroyed a ton of tanks. I can go for the counterattack. Otherwise, he's probably dead. If he can attack Nash before he can get AP ammo, that would be huge. He needs to defend his harvesters, and he's got Bio Buggy to do that. So the harvesters should be fine. It's still just pred tanks. Oh, he's got nothing. He's only got a quarter of the way on AP ammo. If Drive attacks now, if he attacks right now, he's going to have an amazing... He'll destroy this whole base. He's actually making it happen in this game. He's going to push the attack. He's going to see no AP ammo. And the thing is, if you see no AP ammo and you have infantry like this, it's... A move, A move, A move, get in there. And look, Nash he's got sniper teams. He's desperate. He's desperate. He's building sniper teams. But the problem is, as soon as these sniper teams are in range, they're going to be killed. Yeah, the Cabal squads take so many rounds to kill. He's going to focus that one down as well. He needs to give a he had all of his rocket squads attack him. I don't know about that. That was a little bit silly, to be honest. I guess Nash is slowly going to wear this down. There's still quite a bit of rocket squads here. He's going to overrun the barracks. There is a battle marker over there. Oh my god, his MCV is going to be destroyed. Drive is going to lose his MCV. It is going to go down, and I think that will be the end. He's trying to defend out infantry. He has a hand of nod. The infantry is being thinned out. The sniper teams, there is still a few there. He's got more down here. He's going to clean this up. He's going to clean this up. He's sending in the bike buggy, but I mean, what are they going to do? The bikes can't do much. The buggies, yeah, the buggies can kill the sniper teams. He needed those here earlier, right? If he had the Raider buggies there earlier, he might have been okay, but the orcas are going to come in. He's like, I don't even care that I'm fighting by a buggy. You can't replace that. He does defend out the tanks though, but I mean, what's he going to do? He still has a war factory, so technically he's still in it. But now he's really far. I mean, Nash has harvested so much tib. He's been getting blue tib. Yeah, he got at least one load of blue tib. He cleans up the infantry. Raider Buggy's really good at running forward and killing the sniper team. So a single sniper team, he probably lost about 7 or 8 sniper squads, but he holds off, and now he's got AP ammo, and now he's going for another counterattack. This is a crazy game, right? Like, it's so back and forth, and these guys are just doing things that we don't really see that often, and they're actually being quite effective. So those EMP shots as well from Drive, oh, huge. Does he have... He's got it ready again, right? He's going to EMP these tanks. Oh, Nash, he tried to turn at the last second. It didn't work out too well for him. This fight is going to go down. I'm not sure if he's got enough, though. The infantry here from Nash should be enough to tank this force. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much mutual destruction from these guys. There's a battle marker over there as well on Drive's main field. I'm not sure what's happening over here. Drive should be able to win this. There is a hammerhead here now. That's pretty bad. A beacon was placed. Nash is at the third base. He's at the third base here. Drive has to back off, and I don't think he's going to survive this last counterattack. There's nothing happening down there. I guess maybe he wants me to see that he's got a ref down there. Maybe he had to place it on the high ground. But Nash, he's got a small contingent of forces here, and this might actually be sufficient to just go forward and win the game, because Drive has no MCV. He's only got Bio Buggy. He's trying to build rockets. He's putting in Cabals. I like the fact that he has consistently mixed in Cabals. He took the EMP spike. Oh man, he took the EMP spike, so he's not going to have that. Not that it would have been cooled down by now. He's going to take out this spike here, and then I think he's just going to move on, right? The harvesters are driving out. Does Drive not realize his harvesters are leaving this area? I guess he really has no choice. He is actually sending in the harvesters. He's trying to use them to crush. Ah, man, this is just desperation, right? This is just desperation move. He's going to lose everything, and yeah, that's the end of the game. But oh my god, like, what a wild game. And the fact that it just swung back and forth like so crazy. You think Nash is out of it, he comes back. You think Drive is out of it, he comes back. I mean, yeah, just crazy stuff. I just can't believe Nash committed to that tank push, especially after the EMP blast. He didn't decide to reverse move. He could have at least got some of his tanks away, but yeah, just straight in there, I guess. Just put your foot down and see what happens. Alright, what are we doing? We should really do the maths while we have a moment, but these guys want to continue on with the series. I don't want to stall the series too much. We've got someone in here who shouldn't be in here. Let me see if I can quickly do the maths. To see whether or not Drive has actually done enough. Where's my calculator? Calculator. Yeah, bloody hell. Alright, so if Drive loses 5-1, he'll be -1. So that means he'll end up on 13, 14, 27, 48. Oh no! He has to win one more game. If he loses 5-1, he'll be on the same game difference as Shock, but he'll be on 48.1%. And Shock's on 48.4%. Oh my god, Drive has to win one more game. Drive must win one more game to secure... Like, obviously, if he... no, he's got to win one more game. Because then Shock will maintain... No, Shock will go up to second, right? Or Nash might take second. Oh, man. I wonder if I should tell Drive that. So yeah, Drive must win one more game. He won't win the percentage war if he goes 5-1. Yeah, healing infantry with the armory is not super practical. It takes a while, you know, you only use it to heal the Commando and Horok squads, but it's just not super practical and it takes a while. It's sort of a niche strategy. It comes in handy sometimes. But starting on the west side of Tournament Highlands, it is Drive Rush, and he got to pick this map, and he is playing, sticking with the Black Hand. Oh, Nash, he changed his faction. I did not realize. Does Drive realize? He is the Marked of Cain. Wait, we got Marked of Cain versus Black Hand? We do, I've got to change the scoreboard. Marked of Cain. Where is Mock? There we go. Scoreboard's updated, did it quick. But yeah, this is interesting. I'm fairly certain Drive would have noticed that he switched to Mock, because these players are pretty much on point, right? I guess he feels that Mock is going to be the better option on this map, and yeah, he sees the squad straight away, and he's going to back up with his Cabal squad. He can't obviously beat that. This Awakened squad, this full health Awakened squad, is literally the most powerful anti-infantry open you can do. There's no other squad in the game that will defeat that. Not unless you let buzzers get up to point blank range. How's the EMP blast going to be though? He gets the first EMP blast, and now he can lock it down again. He will lock it down again. That squad's dead. Can he actually kill the buggy? I don't think he can. I think he's going to have to run. Yeah, he's just going to run and scout, and he's going to see the double war factory. It's going to be double war factory all in for Drive again. He's like, nah, screw this. I'm going double war factory all in. He really is consistent, and Nash sees it. And the moment Nash sees it, did he cancel his ref? I think he cancelled his ref, right? And he's gone for a hand of nod, yeah. And he's going to go, like, I would like to see a laser turret. You know, just put a laser turret like here, so it's just really difficult to deal with. He's going to go for rocket squads, but the problem with that is that you can be overrun by Raider buggies, and there are Raider buggies coming. Yeah, look, that Raider buggy is going to come straight in and trying to deal with this, although there is an Awakened squad, so you can get an EMP off. There's the laser turret. That's just difficult, right? Because it's just a pain in the ass. It's a lot of targets, and these laser turrets will rebuild for free, remember. And yeah, he's going to back out. Nash defends it. He's only on 2 harvesters. Drive is only on 2 harvesters, so the eco is the same. He's going to go straight for the spikes, I think. Realizes, hey, I just need to cut the spikes off. Although he could capture that. Surely he's got an engineer somewhere. I mean, it's unguarded. There's nothing in the garrison. I'm not sure where his engineer is. Yeah, it's down here. He sent it in the wrong direction. I guess he felt that this building would be garrisoned. The problem with this, and what I don't like, is that Nash is just going to be able to get stronger. Although, is he going to go for a second ref? Maybe a third harvester would have been a better option. He's in danger of Drive swelling his units up and just overrun. hyper hyped about this series. Yeah, well, so far we got a pretty intense series on our hands. Nash again switching to Mock. First faction change we've seen in this particular matchup. And look at that, he's going to find this Cabal squad. He's just going to quickly overrun it, and then he's just going to retreat back. And I just don't like Drive's position. Yeah, he's built an extra harvester, maybe even a 4th harvester to go to blue tib. But EMP blast comes down. Oh my god, that EMP blast. Although he only got 2 bikes, but yeah, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters too much. The Raider buggies are tanking for the infantry, and oh, he gets another EMP blast off here as well. That's just so good for Nash. He's going to re-put down another portal. I mean, Drive was lucky not to lose more. Yeah, he's going to send the bikes back in, although with the harvesters overlapping, that could be pretty dangerous. He is targeting enemy bikes though, and you know what? I think Nash is perfectly fine to just trade bikes for bikes, and that's what's happening. It's bikes for bikes, and the EMP blast, that just help him withstand the defense. Like, it help him hold, because without those EMP blasts, maybe Drive breaks it. But yeah, the EMP blast too much. Second wharf actually comes down for Nash, sells off the laser turret, doesn't want it anymore. He's got 4 harvesters, might be looking to go for a 5th harvester. Drive, I don't think he's built any blue tip harvesters. No, he has not. He has got one of the enemy spikes, and he has got an engineer running around somewhere. Look at that, right in the corner as well. That's a bike rush engineer. Drive throwing, I think that's just BS. There's no way Drive is throwing, because he's actually doing quite well, and a little bit unfortunate here and there, but nonetheless, bikes coming in. He needs to probably make it. He definitely needs to make a play, because Nash is just going to get stronger and stronger. Now, the thing is, Drive does this where he backs into, after the bike buggy, he goes into these Scorp tanks, and they provide the punch, right? They can absorb a lot of damage, or not a huge amount, but a lot more than all the other tier 1 units can. And they can be a bit of a problem, but I mean, they're very susceptible to the EMP here. And if they get EMP, Nash can use his bikes, and oh my god, he got 3 tanks straight away. He chained EMPs immediately. Those first 2 tanks get completely destroyed, and now he's going to come in, but he has got a lot of forces here. He's got quite a bit. Oh my god, Nash might be in trouble. Nash might be in trouble. Shock Trapper's shaking his fist because he wants Nash to win this here. He is. Oh, that's another big EMP. The EMPs are saving Nash. Chains it again. Oh man, that is just too good. That is too good. The chain EMP is real, and Drive is just getting, he's just getting taken care of. He didn't get any harvesters, not that I saw of anyway. Oh man, that's really bad. I think his forces are pretty much depleted at this point. Yeah, he's got almost nothing left. Nash is actually chasing. He could even just target that bike down, which I think he's going to now. Is he going to get it? Maybe. Yeah, he does get it. And look, Nash is comfortable enough to send his tanks out of his base and to do some type of counterattack. He's bringing everything he's got with him. In his main base is, yeah, he's got double wharf, actually cranking more bikes. I guess he doesn't really care that much. Did he sell his MCV? I think he did. He sold his MCV, so he is now all in as well. So it's an all in versus an all in. Oh, maybe. I mean, Drive might have enough to withstand this, and that engineer is coming in. If he can get a war factory, you know, he might gain an edge, but he's going to have to defend this out first, and he doesn't have any EMP. And Nash is bringing some. He's got 3 squads back here. I think he should bring these forward. Yeah, beacon comes down. Oh, he sees it. That was a beacon by Nash. Nash sees it, and Nash has got his own engineer down there. I think he's going to go for a spike. He's not going to get that one. Oh, let's go back here. Yeah, look at this. He's moving the EMP units forward. He's like, all right, let's go for an engage. And these EMP units now, Driver's going to have no choice but to face this. He's going to have to back up on him. And here comes the EMP. Gets tanks straight away. Gets more tanks. And this is just a fantastic opening. He has one more EMP at his disposal. Is he going to use it? Oh, huge EMPs. Oh, he gets a harvester as well. And Drive just pushes in. He's like, I got to push this back right now. He does some damage, but is it going to be enough? Is he going to be able to hold this? On the back end, it's not too bad from Drive. Actually, hang on a second. He might just be able to push through here and take this all out. Yeah, he's going to lose some tanks on the retreat there, but I mean, he's done it. He's actually held that attack. He's held that attack. He's going to push forward. Nash is still just mucking around inside these tanks here. He's going to go back. Really, what's he going to do there? He gets another EMP off. Oh, he's being really aggressive. Is it both sides being so aggressive? They're just really not afraid to throw their units in there. And look at that. Nash comes out ahead, but with only 3 bikes remaining, he's not going to be able to achieve too much there. Yeah, almost down to just 1 bike. No, sorry, still 2 bikes. Really pushing it. Yeah, he's going to have to long-range blue tip. And this is the thing, right? Look at the economy. The Drive still has eco right here. Whereas Nash has to long range it from this field or go to the blue tib fields, which I would like him to see. Yeah, he is going to the blue tib field here. Yeah, I was going to say, if he's going to that crystal, I'd be like, might as well bypass and get that cheddar. So he's got 2 harvesters there. Nah, he's sending everything to one field. I guess maybe it's going to be easy to defend. He's got some units out. If he gets blue tib, he's cheering. But this game is actually going to continue on. It's going to continue on. I'm not sure what happened to the... He must have lost it. He must have sniped it down or something. The engineer, that is. Oh, I can't see Nash. Oh, it's glitched. Yeah. Sometimes it glitches out like that. Depends on... That's really annoying. Master Leaf needs to fix that. That's your fault, Master Leaf. So we can't see Nash's perspective right now. Here's long range mining. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to continue. It's going to settle down because both sides just sort of wore themselves out. They just wore themselves out, and now they're having to go, hang on a second, I need some logistics and some economy behind my war effort here. Nash has just 5 tanks on the field. Drive has about double that, so he's definitely not getting an attack off. Drive does hold 2 spike. Well, he's got some bite buggy. Nash just holds a single spike, so it's actually looking pretty good for Drive, although here comes the blue Tiberium, right? The blue tib is here. He's getting blue tib off the bottom field, and yeah, this is the problem, right? For Drive is that, yeah, he's getting green cheddar. Yeah, he's building up, but at the same time, he's allowing the harvesters to get blue tib. I mean, there's not a lot he can do about it, right? Where his forces? He's only got Scorp tanks, which... This is the thing, he's up against mock harvesters, so the mock harvesters do have stealth, which means he can't hunt them with Scorp tanks alone. He's actually going to go for this power plant. Is he going to commit? No, he doesn't commit. He's going to back off. It's an important power plant, right? It's an important power plant because if he loses it, look, he's got the repair tool on it. Is he going to be able to get it? I think the Scorp tanks are going to be here just in time. He's going to get it though. Oh, that hurts. He loses the power plant. He pays for it with a little bit of buggy, but you got to remember, Drive cannot rebuild that power plant, and he needed that to maintain full power. And he's going to run into these tanks. There is an EMP available to him. Is he going to blast it off? No. Discipline. Discipline holds onto it. Can use it on the tanks if he wants. Is he going to? He's going to back off it, so it's going to be almost impossible for him to kill that Awakened squad. EMP's the 2 tanks at the front, and that's going to be an easy kill, although I would like Nash to stop shooting at the infantry and start shooting at the tanks. He's going to get both those tanks. That's nice. That's nice. We'll clean up the Cabal squad as well. So again, the blue tib. What we're seeing here is blue tib tanks because he's powering himself off that. He could even start just harvesting the tib that's right here. But oh my god, he's got so much of the blue tib. And he's probably coming back for more. Yeah, he's got so much stuff here. All-in is crap, not a fan. Okay, some people don't like the all-in. Look, when you get into situations like this where one player decides to all-in, usually the other... Oh no, he's going to lose a blue tib harvester. That's going to hurt. Drive, not going to quite get it. Nash rallies forces to defend, and he will shepherd it back to home. Does he have one up there? No, nothing up there. So he should be fine. He gets one of Drive's spikes. Drive's going to come down here. You can't deny it's been an explosive game. Blue tip harvest getting repaired. It's going to want it, yeah, gets that straight back to refining as soon as it's repaired up. More blue tip, and this is just a problem for Drive, right? Because now Drive's going to be long range mining, but he's not going to be getting blue tip. And Nash, I just feel he's got a lot of tanks, man. If he brings his tanks and his bike buggy together, it's one fighting force. He's just going to be able to crush through Drive. Like, Drive just doesn't have his tank. He's outnumbered like 2 to 1 in the tank fight, and that's bad. Like, unless Nash has a terrible position, he's just going to win that fight, right? He's got EMP. He's got 1 EMP blast from this Awaken. No other EMP available to him. He's going to form up over here. He's in a very wide line. I'm not sure. That's a little bit too wide for my liking. I guess he wants to be able to respond to everything. Yeah. This is it now. Like, who's going to blink first, right? Who's going to blink first? These tanks here reverse moving into the bike buggy. Not a good idea. A little bit of bike buggy from Drive, but I mean, we're looking at Nash's force. Obviously, Nash can't see the whole map like we can, but I think if he did, he wouldn't be retreating right now. He's going to go forward. Are we going to see the fight here? The fight is going to take place here. Yeah, look at that. Drive, not in the best position. Has to go around the terrain, and he just gets his tanks cut off. Now Nash is moving through. Not sure if that's the best position for Nash, but Drive is going to back up, and yeah, Drive just has so few forces here compared to Nash. Nash is going to be able to pick off more tanks. Oh man, he's just smashing him in the retreat. Drive is just falling back, desperately back to his war factories, but I mean, He's lost so much stuff, and I think Nash smells blood in the water, right? He's looking at this and it's like, hey, you don't have that much left. I can just go in and take it out. And he is. He's just going to face these forces. Drive has so few units left now, and Nash must be feeling, he must be going, oh man, I've got such a large army here. He's going to move forward. Drive is going to lose this game. He's going to go down 3-1 in the series. Nash looking strong, takes game number 4, and he will extend his lead to 3-1 in this extended series game. But yeah, it wasn't close at the end there. Again, the blue tib, you know, tank after tank after tank of blue tib. You can see it on the resource graph, like right here, boom, blue tib, blue tib, blue tib, and it just that was too much for Drive. Like, it was just, the kill death ratio was similar, but Nash at the end was a little bit wasteful because he has to be the aggressor, always has to expend a bit more. But yeah, that's the thing, he had that to expend. We're going to see Tiki Turmoil. We haven't seen that for quite some time. So right now, Shock Trepet, his grip on second position. Actually, no, regardless of what happens, he's going to lose second position, I think. Let's go back to the results. Yeah, because Nash is Nash is going to take second position. So actually, if Nash wins 5-1, it's not going to matter. Shock Trepet will be guaranteed third. So Shock, very much paying attention to this series. Has he messaged me? Is he online? He says he's offline, but I doubt that. Looks like Drive wants to take us to 6 City. Yeah. Some people are saying Drive needs to switch it up. He's been very heavy on the black hand, but I just think he's reading him a little bit too well. The fact of the matter is, Nash's micro is way better than Drive's micro right now. Not like way better, but you know, it's on a level that's above Drive's micro, and that's paying dividends, right? It's paying dividends. It's making him win those technical fights. And starting in the north side of 6 City, playing as a black hand, it's Drive. Phoenix now with a 3-1 lead in the series. He'll be feeling pretty good about this, and Shock Trepet, he'll be hoping that Nash can keep rolling on, because a 5-1 Nash victory will guarantee Shock Trepet third position or better, and that will guarantee him a finals berth. Drive basically right now has to win at least one more game to sort of put Shock Trepet out of his misery, although we'll have to wait and see if Nash wins his last game. So there's still games to play, but again, if Drive wins at least one more game, he is guaranteed, Shock Trepet is guaranteed third position. Sorry, Drive is guaranteed third position. Wow, did I confuse everybody? Probably. Wait for the results to come out. Nash going to take his spike, Drive going to take his spike. It is Mock versus Blackhand again. And again, those EMPs just paying dividends, right? The EMPs are paying dividends. Are we going to see a War Factory? No, this is a refinery coming out from Drive. So is he going to do the 3-bike open? I think he is. Yeah, he's just going to do the 3-bike open. He loves it. He can't get enough of it. Drive can play other factions as well. Not sure why you see. Yeah, I thought Drive would have at least at some point tried some GDI or tried something else. I guess maybe because he's not well versed or practiced, he just wants to stick with the faction he feels is best. There's a scouting bike, sees the enemy bikes, and he immediately retreats. He's like, all right, you've got bikes. I'm just going to back off. Maybe even put an EMP blast out. Probably a little bit risky. Yeah, comes down, builds a Raider buggy. Okay, I thought he would have built a second bike, and that way he could have traded straight away. He's going to draw fire with that Raider buggy. That's very technical, by the way, to use that one Raider buggy the way it is. There we go. He's going to get one bike for one bike, and this is fine for Nash, realistically, you know. It's fine for, it's 2 bikes for 2 bikes, because at the end of the day, you know, he's not going to kill any harvesters. Nash going to move his MCV as well. Might want to just deal with the low power and harvest from both refs. Drive is sent packing. Only 1 bike there, and he's going to actually, we're going to actually see an eco game. Obviously not a complete natural eco game. They did do some, you know, some bike dancy pantsies, but actually going to push forward with this one bike and Raider buggy. I guess he wants to see if he's all in. Yeah. I think Nash wants to have a poke. See, are you all in? He probably knows, probably can see that he's not all in. Can we actually see Nash's perspective? Yes, we can. Yeah, he can't. Oh, he can see the MCV moving. Okay, so that's why he's backing off. He's like, all right, I see the MCV moving. That's how he knows it's not an all-in. Nash has a second war factory on the high ground. Are we going to see a power plant and an MCV cell? That's the question. Is he going to do the all-in this time? Oh, that'll be intense if he does. Still holds the MCV, not deciding to sell just yet. It is Scorps. That could be indicative of an all-in on its way. You know, if he all-ins with Scorps and then sends all of his Awaken forward, he'd have EMP blasts with Scorps. No, he's building a refinery. Drive, he's going for infantry. I just don't know, right? Is he going to go for an all-in? It's just really difficult to tell what Drive is thinking right now. Nash as well. Nash has shown he's capable of doing multiple different things. The Scorp tanks obviously aren't going to work out very well against the infantry. He's probably not going to be impressed to see a lot of rocket squads and things like that. He's going to come over here. He's going to find no harvesters and no refineries because it was a shrine open. And yeah, he backs off straight away. He's probably a little bit worried, right? I mean, he can see the disciples, so he knows it's disciples. Yeah, he knows it's disciples now, so he's backing up. Is this going to be a ref? I think he's got a ref on the way. Oh my god, Driver's moving his MCV. Is he going to do all in man spam? He's going to just move forward with just pure man spam. Is Nash going to be able to hold this? He's going to have to spam shredder turrets. Look, he's destroying the structures, right? He's like, oh crap, let's take out these structures because Drive can use them to attack into Nash's base. But yeah, look at that. He's already taken this structure down, and he could probably get the next one. He already destroyed that one as well. Like, that's the thing. Like, Drive only has one garrison here, and here comes the shredder spam, right? No power though. You definitely want power. It has to power down the other shredder. That's probably not the best one to be powering down. But yeah, Drive is going to do this push with this infantry, and he's actually on top of Nash. Nash doesn't have a lot because he went for economy, right? Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Yeah, he's building shredder turrets, but I mean, this shredder turret's been destroyed, and he's got a hand of nod. That's Drive's hand of nod. Oh my god, he's actually just going to move in here with pure man spam. He's all in on the man spam, and he might be able to just put down another hand of nod and sell his MCV. Oh my god, he's putting down so many hand of nod right now. The tanks are just getting smashed. The tanks have no place in this fight. They're trying to retreat. He even put down a laser turret right in the middle. Oh, that's just annoying. He can't crush the infantry with the laser turret there. He's trying to crush the infantry. He's sending the harvesters in. The harvesters get a lot of infantry, actually. They're getting quite a bit, but the harvesters will be destroyed. Tip troopers are out, and I think, is that going to be enough? That crush might have been sufficient. I can't even tell what's going on here. Drive, yeah, Drive actually has his own Scorp tanks in here as well. This is crazy. He needs something to get rid of the Toxin Troopers. He will get rid of the Toxin Troopers. He still has some man spam here, but there's more Toxin Troopers. This is crazy. Why are we seeing it? It's Toxin Trooper spam. He's got no choice, I guess. He has to Toxin Trooper spam his way to try to deal with this. It's just, but he's losing a little bit too many Toxin Troopers now. They're not like Black Hand. They will die a lot faster than Black Hand, and this Cabal squad just killing squad after squad after squad. Oh my god. He's actually building Awaken squad. He's like, okay, we'll build Awaken squad instead. But I mean, this is just going to attract a shredder turret. It is so close. Oh my god, Nash is down. That worked. Drive made it happen, and Shock Trap it. I'm sorry, Shock Trap it, but Drive is securing a finals position. So you're going to have to hope that he can now finish the job, because if Nash wins, you're in a world of pain. If Nash wins, Nash might just have secured a finals position, but now that Drive has that second victory, now that Drive has the second victory, no matter what happens, he will finish a minimum of third place. He cannot fall below Shock Trap. So that means Shock needs Drive to finish Nash off, and then he needs Nash to not do too well versus Bar. We need to wait for the full results to come in of this game, but we will be seeing Drive in the finals. It's just a question of whether he's going to be second or whether he's going to be third. I don't think he can be first. I think Bart Jones's percentage is just too high. Yeah, Bart Jones is +9. Like, that's going to be hard to knock off. Looks like we're going to go to Odyssey. Looks like they're ready to play. So these guys are going to keep this series rolling. We only have one game for you today. It's only one game, guys. So yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles. And then we've got the last 2 group games coming up, hopefully on Friday. But stay tuned to my channel, and I will post the schedule once I have it. But mark your calendars, because it's probably going to be Friday. But on Tournament Odyssey, playing as the Red Mock, it is Stephen Donald Nashington, aka Phoenix. He just dropped that game, which means Drive Russian will be starting in the top. This is not Drive's pick. This is Nash's pick. So he's sticking with Blackhand. He is still Blackhand. I don't have to update the scoreboard. But yeah, Nash still leads the series. And for Nash now, it's all about finishing Drive off. He's going to have to finish Drive off. And then he's going to have to not lose to Bart too badly or beat Bart. We're going to have to wait for the final bits and pieces to come in for this series. The scoreline is going to be important, right? It's going to be important to see exactly what happens. Oh, it's getting intense. Like, it is getting so intense. And like I said now, I'm going to say it again. Poor Shock Trepper, he's now in a world of pain. He's basically holding out for a miracle in order to qualify. Because we know Bart's going to finals. We know Drive is going to finals now. There's only one more spot left, and there's 2 players vying for it, and it looks incredibly likely that it will be Nash. Takes out that squad there. Does have the double EMP. Just going to go forward and be annoying with this. A lot of people like to do this. Drive not doing an all-in again. Did he do bikes this time? Is this the first time he didn't do the bike open? Or did I just miss them? No, he didn't do that. Sometimes when I'm doing the game intros, I don't really pay attention to the timings that well. And sometimes I'm like, oh, he's just placing that down now. But no, that's actually the correct timing. Both players going to eco build. There you go. I think he's just going to EMP blast. He gets the refinery and he gets the war factory. Not a big deal. The harvester was basically done anyway. EMP's the MCV just to be annoying. Raider buggy comes out because he doesn't want to deal with like lots and lots of EMPs. So just better to build the EMP buggy. Or the Raider buggy, kill those squads and then move on. But yeah, we got an eco build, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be more harvesters as well, so it's not just going to be the all-in. Although the first game wasn't all-in, but I think the last couple have been pretty heavy all-in. Although the 6 City game with the infantry all-in, I did not see that coming. I'm like, is he really going to do infantry all-in? And I'm like, yeah, he's Blackhand, he can do it, but Nash just couldn't deal with it, right? And I like the Toxin Troopers. They were fine, but the problem is they all got in a bit too close and the Cabal sort of just dealt with them. They're not like Blackhand. They don't have like 10,000% armor. They will die a lot quicker. But yeah, not able to hold that down. The Harvester Crush and the Tank Charge was pretty good, but I mean, at the end, like Drive still had a sufficient amount of forces, and Nash just threw all his harvesters on his Expo away, so he's got no money, right? So felt that one had just slipped from him. Battle markers up here, cleans up. Oh, does he see the other war factory?
Insufficient funds.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see the second war factory, but almost certainly he's got his own. He's also got a refinery as well. Drive didn't move close enough. Is Drive a refinery behind? He's actually a refinery behind. He had to move the MCV again as well. Has he been stalled that much? Yeah, Drive. I mean, he's got a lot more combat units, but I mean... Or has he really, though? Yeah, Nash pulls his harvester straight away. He's like, no, I'm not going to deal with that. And straight back to work. I like that as well. He's controlling his harvesters quite well. He's going to defend this out, I think, just fine. I think he's in a pretty good spot. Obviously, he doesn't know it. There is a second war factory there. And this first ref, it's not going to be too far behind Nash at the end of the day. I mean, he's halfway through another ref, which is a little bit bad for Drive, but nonetheless, he is threatening him. He's actually got a fair bit of damage on this spike. Yeah, he's going to be able to take this one spike out. Yeah, Phoenix was low on power when Drive pushed. He was, yeah. Like, Drive pushed at the perfect time because it was right when Nash was having power issues, and that just allowed him to get a foothold. But let's focus on this game because it's Bike Buggy versus Bike Buggy. Gonna chase Drive away. He's like, get out of town, buddy. This is my area. That's my bush. My bush. He's going to back off. Scorp tanks now on the way, but Nash already has some Scorp tanks, I think, deployed. Not here. Where is Scorp tanks? I'm pretty sure there's one Scorp tank there. Surely he had more Scorp tanks. No, he only built a couple. Okay, there you go. Building more economy up. 4 harvests on the Expo. Drive also has just 3 harvesters on the Expo, so Eco's pretty similar. There's a 4th harvester now. I think he pulled, yeah, he's pulling a 2nd harvester, leaving 4 in his main. Might want to send those guys across. EMP's the Raider buggy, denies the scout. That looks like Drive was sending just, sometimes they do that, they break off one Raider buggy to go around to have a scout, but EMPing and destroying that. It's going to go and push an attack here. Quite a number of Scorp tanks in very good position. 3 war factories from Drive. Okay. Oh, he's going to catch some of this bite buggy. Nash, I don't think he was expecting those tanks to move forward. Has to back out pretty quick smart. Some bite buggy in the corner. Does Nash know the bite buggy is there, right? He might be able to pick off some of these tanks. Yeah, they're a little bit isolated. Yeah, look, he's going to come down, but oh, there's tanks here already. Nash has already got it covered, and now he spots this. He's going to spot it. Drive is going to push the bite buggy into the corner. You know, maybe he could bring his own bite buggy back. Actually, Nash is not responding. He has not been responding to this. He responds now. He's going to lose a harvester. If he responded quicker, he would have been able to save that. He sold an upgraded power plant, misses the EMP blast. Oh, maybe a little bit shaky there from Nash. Has dozer blades, doesn't have lasers because he is mock. Neither side will get lasers. Actually, Drive, do you not have dozer blades? Oh my god, it's only just started. Nash has got a big advantage in the Scorp tank war right now. The bite buggy is going to clean up. There is a harvester there, but the bite buggy should be fine. Nash is going to engage. It's not the greatest position for both sides here. Nash might just want to back up. He's got quite a number of tanks here, and with dozer blades, he really should be able to push his way through. That's a big decoy army, but straight away they just get destroyed. I saw lasers. There is an avatar here. Oh my god, it's got avatars out. That's going to be really difficult for the Scorp tanks to deal with. It takes so many Scorp tank rounds to kill an avatar. Battle marker up there. The bite buggy is still dueling. The bite buggy is just chasing each other all over the map right now. Scorp tanks are moving to the main, but Nash's Scorp tanks are responding. He's got EMP ready as well. Another avatar comes out. He's going to almost certainly EMP blast these. Gets 2 tanks. Should be able to shave those tanks off. Dozer blades is now done for Drive. Doesn't quite capitalize. Gets 1 tank. Probably could have got the 2nd. Not going to happen. Tip troopers need more armor. No towers. Yeah, Drive ahead. Some people are saying Drive is ahead. Is he ahead? Maybe. He's going for his 3rd base, but I mean, Nash is already there. Oh, he needs to deploy. Oh, if he loses an MCV, that's going to be devastating. Oh my god, Nash, he does deploy, but he takes 50% hull damage. That's pretty bad. He's going to have to send his tanks there immediately and building block his way to victory. Drive is going to try to take out the MCV. I don't think he's got enough. I don't think he's got a sufficient amount of units. Oh my god, look at that. Nash's EMP has been on point. Here comes the engineered boom. He gets it. The bikes, unfortunately, not able to succeed there. Something's happening over there. The tanks are moving down. There's only 1 avatar. Maybe time for a Masterly cloaked avatar and crush. I don't know. Here comes the EMP. You can see the draft. And straight away, that's what the draft is for. And some units are streaming across. Another avatar. Drive decides not to take out the avatar. He could have easily overwhelmed that, but I mean, there is more coming. Nash is pretty spread. It's just a 2nd MCV. Okay, 2 MCVs from Nash. The bikes are coming back in. The Scorp tanks are sitting there. Doesn't have supercharged particle. Quite surprising. Surely he's getting that. No, he's got a tech center, but no upgrades. Okay. I guess if he feels he doesn't need it. I mean, he's against Blackhand. If he ends up facing man spam, he's going to definitely need it. A couple of avatars here. And he could just run forward, but there's a lot of EMP here. Oh my god. Nash starts the EMP straight away. Again, these avatars are out in the open, so he will get... Oh my god. Oh my god, that's way too much. And he's going to crush with the avatar. He still hasn't killed that avatar. Finally kills it. There's 3 more avatars here, but he should be able to overrun them. Look at that. He's just going to complete surround. Unfortunately, Nash doesn't have any EMP here. And all the avatars, 4 avatars now, are destroyed. I don't think he's destroyed enough enemy units here to make this happen. Drive might be... It looks like he's in a pretty good position here. Still more EMP coming down from Nashington. All the husks were destroyed as well. That's just annoying. Has to sell up the main base. The harvester is stealth, so he'll be fine. But look at Drive. Look how many red tanks there are. Oh my god. He's got so many tanks on such a low HP. The army is ready to pop like a balloon, and it is going to evac out to the north. Nash does have an expansion, but Drive, he's here as well. The Q move to defend the MCV, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, when you see Nash's forces moving around the way they are, it almost feels like a Q move. Maybe it is, but just losing 4 avatars. If he didn't lose them, he'd be up to 7 by now. You know, and that's where things start getting out of control for the Scorp tanks, right? They're never going to be able to overrun that much armor unless they have like an insane amount of numbers. And Nash is just going to blast EMP, right? Like the fight started so well, the EMPs were insane, but the avatars were just a little bit out in the open, and Drive just is like, oh, I can just surround them. He could have used a cloaking field and just gone for the crush. Still going to continue with avatars, so not continuing with Scorp tanks here. I guess he feels it's like, no, I've committed to avatars now, I'm going to go for those. In the long run, they are better. He's going for, I think, charged particle beams now, maybe Tib Core. It's hard to say. No counter aggression from Nash though. That's something I've noticed. Without any counter aggression, Drive is left to do whatever he wants. He's going to find the tech center. The avatars are here. He's going to building block, and he's going to EMP blast these guys down. 2 more tanks on the way out. Those avatars should be able to dispatch them. Can he get one more? Maybe. Oh, not quite. But yeah, again, every time I like Nash's EMP micro. His EMP micro is fantastic. Going to get a scout off too. His EMP micro, every single time Drive comes forward, he just gets hit by a volley of EMP and it just disrupts his attack. He actually got both the enemy spikes. He still holds both his. A click comes down. Boom. He gets a ref. Is he going to follow up with a Tib Vane? No. Look at that. Drive pulls the Harvesters out of the field because he knows if he gets hit with the Tib Vane, those 3 Harvesters will be destroyed. He might just be pulling them back to the War Factory. And it's probably a good idea. He's got Harvesters lining up anyway, so if he sends them here, they're just going to be stopped regardless. He might as well send them back here, get enough repairs, and get them back out in the field. Tib Troopers, no legs. You know what I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing... Oh, he's actually going to go in for his own clicks, maybe? I wouldn't mind seeing fully upgraded Enlightened squads from Nash. I think that would be kicker. You know, you have those avatars, and you have the Enlightened, you've got the EMP, and you've got the lasers. He's going to have to fight this army here. Yeah, look at these tanks just moving in, and they're going to get the tech center as well. The avatars are going to have to move into position. Yeah, he's going to have to sell this tech center. I don't think he's going to get it. No EMP, gets an avatar. He's just wrecking the base now as well. He's just trashing it. Forces the sell off. There we go. Nash is even low on power. He's going to get the tier 2, so he's knocking Nash right back down to tier 1. And I mean, yeah, he's got a big bunch of avatars, but is it going to be enough? He's sort of a little bit base locked. More EMPs, nice EMPs from Nash. Needs to make sure he cleans those guys up, getting those tanks there. It's actually 2 tanks overlapping each other. I didn't even see that. He should be able to get the rest of those ones just fine. Battle marker was up here, but I think it was infantry. Yeah, it's just infantry. He's got these shredder turrets here because he's afraid of bikes coming in, right? And these shredder turrets will do okay versus bikes with the charged particle upgrade. But I mean, it's not looking that crash off. And he got his Redeemer was cancelled. He had tier 4. He's going to get clicked. Boom. He lost a Harvester as well because it was already damaged. Probably doesn't need to rebuild the second ref. There's not quite enough left there. Could send Harvesters down there. Again, I would like... Is that a second MCV? Yeah, he's got 2 MCV. Actually replaces the ref, so he had another one queued. That was a fast replacement. He must have had that one already queued, right? I'm not sure what Drive's going to do about this. Drive is going to have to go for Redeemer. He's got no choice here. Like, Nash's force is far too heavy for him to take out. He's going to try to get the ref. Oh, big EMP blast as well. And that's the thing. Every time Drive tries to do this with his tanks, he just gets hit with a big blast of EMP, right? Those tanks are not even going to get away. No one has the EMP spike. I'm quite surprised. He's got a ref down here, so Nash is doing what he needs to do. He's just re-expanding, but he is playing he's just playing defense, right? He's been playing defense most of the game, and again with the EMP coming down, this power plant's almost certainly for a draft. Yeah, he's just going to blast more EMP out and push these guys off. More EMP coming down. Watch out for the Tib Vane though. He's standing on that Tib field, needs to get out of the Tib field. He will do so. The Redeemer is out. Oh, there's an attack over here as well, but this charged particle beams, is that going to be enough? There's a couple of Scorpion tanks. Is he going to try to go for the Redeemer Engineering Facility? Yeah, these Shredder turrets just aren't doing enough. He's going to get the Redeemer Engineering Facility. Meanwhile, what's happening over there? Drive might be looking to attack again. Big EMP off once again, but yeah, he's going to destroy the tier 4 War Factory. Eventually the tanks will be dealt with, because Nash does have some tanks here, but he pulled his whole army across, really? Oh, is this going to be a Vapor Bomb? It is going to be a Vapor Bomb. He's going to get the other refinery, and he gets a bunch of power plants all the power goes down for Nash, and Drive has this army here, not going to go in. Nash's force is still situated over here, and boy, what a game. Yeah, I'm not sure what Master Leaf was doing when he made the Scorp buff. Like, hey, he repeated the same mistake that everyone's been repeating for the last 20 years. It's like the 7th or 8th time we made that mistake. It has been toned back a little bit, but still not back where it originally was. But yeah, Nash is going to counterattack almost for the first time in this series. He's actually going to move forward and take out an enemy base, and it's an important one because it's the only one that has notable amount of tib on it. Yeah, still quite a bit of tib there. Nash might want to take these spikes. Yeah, I would like to see fast leg engineers go take the spikes, but whatchamacallit, Drive is going to push double repairs on the engine. He's got a purifier as well, I guess. I guess he wants a purifier. I'm not sure how he's going to go against Nash's force, though. Nash doesn't have EMP buggies, but I mean, he doesn't need it, right? And again, I would like to see Enlightened. It's actually random infantry everywhere here, causing problems for Drive. He's got an elite bike, not for long. Boom, completely destroyed. Yeah, MCV is here. EMP's the MCV, but it will power back up because it has emergency generators, so it can survive a single EMP blast. He's going for Enlightened now, but it's a little... Oh, he just EMP'd his own avatars. Oh my god, that's bad. Another EMP comes down though, so he needs to move his avatars away. He gets the MCV. Quick, smart. There was way too many avatars here. He's going to crush... Oh, come on, Nash. Surely you're not going to lose Avatar Crush. He's going to... His Black Hand got in the way there. He missed the EMP blast though. He missed the EMP blast on the Redeemer. He might just want to take out the Purifiers. Yeah, because, I mean, the Purifiers are here now. These Purifiers are really expensive, by the way, and they're not any better than the Avatars because they're just firing from their main weapon. He does have the leg upgrade now. He's going to get another Purifier. There's 2 more up the back, but, I mean, this is the thing. Nash is just going to keep drafting these EMP. It's actually Blackhand. Is he building Blackhand? Oh, my God. He's been building Blackhand, and Nash actually can't deal with it. The supercharged particles are taking their sweet time. Meanwhile, Nash is cleaning out the backside of the base here. There's a purifier up here, but he's desperately trying to hold on down here. He still has 3 avatars. Pops another one of the whatchamacallit, the purifiers. Big EMP blast comes down, but the avatars are starting to fall now. He's going to lose another one. There's still 2 avatars here. I think they're stealth. They might be just getting some insane crushes off there. I think he's stealth, these avatars. I think they are glowing. They are not stealth when moving, though. He's got a veteran avatar. He's just moving through. The purifiers are in flame range. Oh, man, that's really bad. This is getting really messy. Nash is moving through the base. Only has a couple of tanks left. But, I mean, the action is situated down here. He's been pushed off this base. The economy is getting shut down. That harvester will evac here. But Drive, he's just pushing him back, all the way back to this base. There's only 2 avatars. He has to build Scorp tanks, but he's at a Scorp disadvantage here. These avatars are going to town. Now, he does have a veteran avatar, which is really nice. I mean, if he can work that up, he'll be looking... Oh, no, a Rage Gen, which means is he going to do the crush? No, he gets the EMP off just in time. That's really important. The avatars are shooting at each other, which is really bad. He might have to pull these avatars back, and again, I believe they may be cloaked. No, one of them goes down. Another chain EMP. EMP's coming in, but Nash, he's getting great EMPs, but he just doesn't have the forces to deal with this, right? He's shooting at the Redeemer. He really needs to clean up the tanks. Yeah, he cleans up the tanks out. Elite Avatar. Is he going to re-stealth? No, he loses it. I was going to say, if he got a heroic avatar, maybe he can make it happen, but without that, I think Drive has got this game. He's eventually just going to push through. Really? Nash has no forces left? Nash, he's not going to be able to defend this base. The War Factory is being flamed down, so he's going to lose the War Factory. I would have liked to have seen the Enlightened a little bit earlier, and he's getting with Purifiers. These are $3,000 units. And just look at the Purifiers. He's got 5 more Purifiers come. Oh my God. Wow. Nash was in serious trouble there. Oh my God. Yeah, Drive got more money, but not by much. 14 grand, but that's the thing, like, Nash getting caught out a few times. He's going to be kicking himself for that game, losing the Purifiers against avatars. And if we saw a heroic avatar, Nash might, I mean, not with those 5 extra Purifiers coming, but if it wasn't for that, he might have been okay. Yeah, 3 War Factory. Drive evens it up, right? And Shock's like, come on, Drive, buddy. You might as well finish Nash off and push Nash down, because is Bart Jones going to beat Nash? That's the question. That's going to be the question on the Shock Trepet mind. Wow, we got a lot of people watching this. This is actually a more popular game than I thought it would be. You know what I would like? I would like that to work. 165 people. Should have went for Venoms. I don't know what were Venoms going to do, right? I mean, Blackhand, he didn't build really any infantry that game, aside from those rando Blackhands. He was mainly a tank force and a bite buggy and then Purifier Redeemer. Never took down the Purifiers. Yeah, there was quite a few times where Nash was continuing to shoot at the Redeemer when he should have been shooting at the Purifiers, because you can destroy the Purifiers a lot quicker than the Redeemer. The Redeemer doesn't do that much damage, right? It's very slow rate of fire. Yeah, it's got a big laser. But the thing is if you pop the Purifiers and it's just the Redeemer, like, again, you could just take out the Redeemer. But yeah, he kept shooting at it a bit too much, and I'm like, nah, take out the Purifiers, like... A Redeemer by itself is just not that great. It is currently 3-3. Yeah, we've got a banger series, says Bart Jones. Yeah, Kane's Wrath does look good even by today's standard. This is something that me and Leaf talk about all the time. It's like, if you release Kane's Wrath today, no one would question the graphics, right? No one would question it. It'd be like, oh, this looks fine for a 2025 game. Yeah, maybe not like super elite, but still like perfect. Like, it looks better than the crap they released today. And I'm going to mention Tempest Rising. The thing about Tempest Rising that I've noticed is that some parts of the map are incredibly detailed and look really good and really realistic, and then other parts are just one color, and like the open area is just all one color, and it's just like, where's the detail? Like, yeah, it looks messy. Yeah, some of the garrisons don't look like they belong as well. They're just like this perfectly clean and perfect building placed in these sand dunes, and I'm like, but again, I'm not going to criticize it because I haven't played it much. I've only played it for like 10 minutes. I played the demo on the last day, and then of course the demo ended, and then I didn't get to play it again. See if they need a break, because I don't know, maybe Nash is studying the Drive doesn't need a break. Drive has leveled the series. He's feeling good. Drive doesn't know it yet, but he's going to... Well, I'm not sure if he does know it yet. I'm not going to tell him, because maybe that will make him take his foot off the gas. It's like, oh, I've qualified. I can just, you know, take it easy, but... Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? If he dual beamed a couple of avatars as well, especially the elite avatar, oh... Because you think a beam cannon's only $1,000, right? It's an expensive avatar, $3,200 avatar basically, but with 2 beams. You got to remember the thing about veteran units in Kane's Wrath is the veteran level. It's nice. It's like plus 10, plus 15%. It's all right. But then the elite jumps up to like plus 50 or something crazy high. Yeah, like the elite stats are really high, and then the heroic are just crazy high. So once you see an elite unit, it's actually not that hard to carry it through to heroic, because it has so much health and its DPS is so much higher. Especially in Avatar, he can do so much damage per shot. You know, with 2 beams, he can just start popping tanks, and then once you get a heroic one, it's almost impossible to stop, right, without EMP. Especially since it was stealth, right? So if he starts taking too much damage, just walk away. And it's like, well, you haven't got any bikes here, you can't see it. Yeah. Drive doesn't want to... I'm not sure what Nash is doing. Where is Nash? If he wants a break, he needs to just tell me. EWC. What is W? I'm sure I'm a retard. Maybe he's gone for a toilet break. I don't really want to take a break now, because I think he might be back in a second, and I think everyone's keen to see this series continue. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about a dual beam avatar. You got the power of 2 avatars, but you've only got the health of 1. But it is cheaper. $3,200 compared to $4,400. So you save $1,200. And you have the power. It's good if you're not going to be losing your units, right? What people do is that before they hit tier 3, they build beam cannons, and if the other guy sees them, like, oh, it's a beam push or something, but then those beam cannons were only built purely for the avatars that are coming next. And that's where all of a sudden people have like a redeemer with like 3 avatars, but it's actually the power of 6 avatars, and they're like, holy crap, and they get rolled in the first one. Here comes Master Leaf. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, look at other RTS games. 90% of them don't do veterancy. They don't do unit veterancy. Like, look at StarCraft. You couldn't do unit veterancy in that. It would just break the game. Like, it's another thing that Command & Conquer does so well. No unit cap and unit veterancy, and they both work because unit veterancy is critical. You get rewarded, all right, for having those heroic units. You get rewarded for keeping that unit alive long enough and doing enough damage to get them up. Set got snack on my way back. Okay, so Nash did take a break, but that's fine. The beam obelisk mechanic, yeah, sometimes people use it. It's very situational. It's usually if you're in a base push situation. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, I'll quickly just pump out a few beams and then boost the obelisk, because it turns the obelisk into an artillery weapon, basically. Oh, okay, he welcome. That's what WC means. If Nash was going to take a break, I would have liked him to say it, because then I could take a break. I don't mind taking a break halfway through a long series. I mean, it's not a particularly long series, but it is the only game in this stream. It's not as if we have another series after this game. I think this is the only stream where we have just one match being played. Yeah, Master Leaf. Heroic dual beam avatar. It's like controlling one of those protagonists in films that you know won't die. Everyone's shooting at them, but the bullets never hit, right? Avatars just come in. So I just came in and started blasting. Veterancy's fantastic, yeah. Because you're thinking, oh, a heroic unit's just broken. Not really. The effort to get that is a reward, right? And you can still kill heroic units just fine. You know, just because you get a heroic unit doesn't mean you can just move it across the map. You still have to look after it, because the other guy is like, well, that's a prime target now, and of course you want to use it on the front line, use it, and things like that. I think the most annoying heroic unit is a heroic stealth tank. Heroic stealth tank is by far the most annoying unit to deal with. You know, it's stealth, it's fast, it can shoot air and ground. It's just a nightmare. But yeah, dual beam avatar is pretty close to second. Epic units are generally pretty difficult to get heroic. You rarely ever see them go heroic. Yeah, again, Nash just taking a bit of a break. I would have liked to put the... let's just have a look at the... what do you call it? The map pool. There you go, you guys have a look at the map pool. So what have we played? We've played Six City, Tiberium Rift, Highlands, LA, and Odyssey. Haven't... Oh no, we played Toxic City as well, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So it's going to be interesting, right? Especially when you have a long series. There's 15 maps to choose from. Of course, the maximum you can play is 9, but still, we're getting to the point now where, you know, they're going to pick some maps that maybe haven't been played as much. The ones that haven't been played that much is Tiki, Turmoil, Battle Base. Undergrounds hasn't seen that much, and Stadium, I'm quite surprised. Twilight City, yeah. I'm quite surprised not many people have picked Twilight City. Winter Meltdown, it's cropped up a little bit more. But yeah, the big players are Highlands, Odyssey, and Tib Rift. Those are the ones that have been cranking at the top almost every single series. See if these guys are ready yet. Nah, Nash is still not ready. Let's have a look at something else. Let's have a look at maps. And now I haven't updated this from the games that were played on Sunday. So I need to add in 10, 15 more. But this was the results as a couple of days ago. So you can see there, Highlands, Odyssey, Toxic City, sorry, is up there as well. And Six City. Six City had a really slow start, but has subsequently stormed back up towards the top. It was actually the last map. It was the last map to be played. Like every other map had been played at least once. So Six City was the last one we actually saw ever chosen. But now it's up in 5th position. I think it's even higher than that now. But that's your map spread. Again, I haven't put in the stats from the 2 matches on Sunday or today. So this will be updated. So yeah, just hang tight. Phoenix pick, what's his fave? Hard to say. He's still gone. Leaf is saying it'll be Dust Bowl next game. I'm not sure how long Nash is going to be. I'm just going to take a quick break because he appears to be taking a bit longer than normal. I will be right back. Alright, I'm just going to take a short break because Nash is not responding, so he's obviously eating food, and I would like him to be in a bit more better communication. So I'll take a short break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Okay, guys, and we are back with Drive versus Nash. Nash has returned, and of course, as Master Leaf anticipated, it is going to be a Dust Bowl pick. I think maybe Nash and Leaf are talking to each other. I think he's guiding him through this, because I do know they've been training together. Drive needs to X. he's saying X, but he's the one that's not actually X. Okay, there we go. Oh, that must have been some weird glitching. Okay. I think Nash has been Alt-Tab for too long. Yeah, the connection's just refreshed. So here we go, guys. We are continuing on with the series. It is 3-3. We're down to essentially, as Cyber would say, a best of 3. And Nash is switching back to Blackhand. So starting on the north-hand side of Torment Dust Bowl, this is his pick. It's going to be Stephen Donald Nashington playing as the red. GDI versus Drive Russian, who's storming back in the series. I mean, he wasn't really far behind, to be honest. Playing in the south as Blackhand. Let me just do a quick sound check here. Yep, looks pretty good. Okay, again, there is a short delay on the stream, so Last Leaf cannot pass any information to Nash. That's not going to be very helpful to him at all. Power Micro, ref first. Ref first for Nash. Is it ref first for Drive as well? No, it was not ref first for Drive. His engineer is on the way, so you can do this, I guess, if you're going to do a pit scout and things like that. I'd expect Nash to do a pit scout just because you don't want to leave Blackhand unscouted. And if you go ref first, it means your rifles are really delayed. Not terribly delayed, but, you know, they're delayed enough to be annoying. He doesn't have to worry about his engineer getting sniped because Cabals is so slow that they'll never ever get across the map in time. What is Drive going to do? This looks like it might be a refinery, or I should know. No, it's actually building quite quickly. This might be a 2 war factory all in. We'll have to wait and see. Nash is going for economy, but there's the singular pitbull. He's sending that one pitbull out now. Oh, it's going to be an operations center. This is the second time in the series we've seen the operations center opening. And to be honest, Drive hasn't been doing it that much at all. I think I saw him do it like once or maybe twice out of all of his series so far. This is his last match as well. Flame Tank comes out. Is he going to go for a Reckoner? I think he's going for a second Flame Tank. He will spot it with a Pitbull. Unfortunately, oh my god, that's really bad. Nash actually screws around and gets destroyed by the Flame Tank. And yes, it will be a Reckoner, just one Reckoner. He's not going to go double Flame. No, he's not going double Flame. I think he's going to go 2 War Factory all in behind this. I think that's a War Factory. No, what was it? Whatever it was, yeah, it was cancelled. No, he's not going to go 2 War Factory all in, I don't think. But, I mean, he's building Predator tanks, but the problem is, it's not just a Flame Tank he's got to deal with. It's also a Reckoner. And is he just going to run that? Okay, I guess he's just going to run the tank straight in. Yeah, he's going to try to focus on the Reckoner now. And he sort of let the Flame Tank go. Oh my god, he does silo lock. That's nice. I like that. Gets the Flame Tank. But is it going to be enough? He's going to need probably a barracks to save that refinery. Yeah, I don't think he can focus down the Reckoner. It deployed with a lot of health. What was that? What? Nash just deploys a random silo in the wrong area. He's going to lose a refinery, and Drive needed to get that to make it worth his while. Oh my god, he's got bikes coming in. But he pulls the Harvester straight away. Nice work. The Blackhand squad going to go almost certainly for the spike. Nash is going to pursue, though. That's going to draw away one of the Predator tanks. Yeah, I don't know. He's got 2 Preds to defend, and he's against... No, he didn't go all in, so he actually has the bikes just pre-built. 4 bikes left. Cuts off the scout. 4th Harvester comes in, and he's about to put down the 2nd ref. It's actually looking pretty good. And he draws the tanks away with the Cabal squad somehow. That leaves the Blackhand free to go to the Tiberium spike. Nash not quite handling himself too well. He's got these tanks. Oh my god, he got his Harvesters selected. Oh, he got his Harvesters caught in a selection there. That's really bad. And I swear in this version of the patch, the Smart Select has been... Master Chief has messed with Smart Select because the amount of times I do that as well. You grab the units here, but it ends up selecting the Harvesters as well. That's never happened in the history of the game outside of Master Leaf's versions of 1.02, so just leave things. These bikes are going to come around and cause as much damage as they can, I guess. Get some hull damage. Maybe later on they can take out that MCV if it's weakened. Forcing the repair tool, that's money that Nash doesn't really want to spend. Loses a bike on the way out, probably not necessary. What do we got, man? Source code, blah, 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 blah. There should be... yeah, nice. Okay, nothing serious happening in the chat. Every now and then I look over to see what's happening with the chat, but not when things are happening. Drive makes his way back around. Puts 50% hull damage onto that harvester. Forces a recall back. He did get the spike, and the Blackhand squad is coming back in now, so Drive is looking pretty good, right? He's got 3 harvesters on the expansion, and 5 and 2. His Expo is looking quite nice. And he might get a power plant too. Nash obviously not aware the Blackhand is in the back of his base. There's a Pred tank all the way out here. That's really... he's just going to get overrun. He will get a power plant. Will he get a second power plant? Drive tries to move the forces. Not going to be able to move them enough. That's an upgraded power plant now. Bikes are coming in. Looks like some bikes got destroyed. Harvesters were pulled. I don't think he lost a harvester. It's hard to see. AP ammo is not on the way, so he has got a command post. And yeah, he starts AP ammo now. I think it's because he sees the infantry is here. Yeah, that Predator tank is just a gift. Take Pred is gift. Gets it. Second ref is down now, but Nash does have a second ref, so he's doing okay, but I just feel like Drive's economy is in a bit of a better spot. Is that blue? No, I was going to say, there is no blue tip. This is not Smash Dust Bowl. I was thinking about doing Smash Dust Bowl over Tournament Dust Bowl. No poker, but I decided to settle on the classic version with the EMP spike in the middle and the more buildings. I like the blue tip builds in the middle. They are quite nice. Like, they do create quite good gameplay. AP ammo is going to finish up very shortly. These bikes, unfortunately, are going to find Predator tanks blocking their entrance. They will have to back off. More Preds over here as well. Drive probably not too fussed about... doesn't want to stand in the field. Probably not too fussed about Preds because he's got a lot of infantry, although he doesn't have any infantry upgrades. He's got some buggy to strike as well. Battle marker up there. Trying to take out that damaged power plant, not going to happen. What's he doing behind this? He's going for his infantry upgrades, almost has them. Wouldn't mind, a whole squad's died from Tiberium exposure. I wouldn't mind seeing some purifying flame. I don't think we've seen that in the tournament. We might have seen it once, I think. Yeah, I think we have seen it once, but it's a very expensive upgrade. Oh, he's going for... oh my god, he's going for purifying flame. It's only 2,500. Masterly must have changed it. It used to be 3,000. He has changed. That's just Masterly of things, right? He buffs all the strategies that he wants to do. That's what happens when you have a totalitarian patch team where pretty much he can do whatever he wants and say whatever he wants, and we just got to roll with it. These buggy, though, they might have to back out. Yeah, he's going to see hammerheads. Once you start getting hammerheads up as GDI, once you get enough of them, you start to feel pretty safe versus Blackhand, unless they get the tib core out. He's going to find these... I don't know about that. There's not quite enough hammerheads. He just gets an easy snipe on one of those hammerheads. Looks like an Orchestrite came in. Putting down some towers. He does have 2 MCVs, and 1 MCV is moving down here. He's going to go for a Marv, and he's probably going to Marvis this field. What's Drive going to do to respond to that? He does have a Tib Chem plant. He's obviously looking to use that. What's he got? Yeah, he used C Tiberium. He's probably going to do a click. There is a Mantis there and a Flame Tank. Oh my god, this Flame Tank is just moving straight through the base here. The Hammerheads will respond, but there is Mantis and Bikes here as well. Oh my god, those Hammerheads bunch up. He'll get both of them. Blue Flame is done. Blue Flame is done. He's going to get a power plant. Maybe he gets another power plant. He's going to go for the ref. Look at that. Oh my god, just a little smidge, just a little kiss. Took off a quarter of its health. But Driver's going to have to back off. He does have Blue Flame, but just there's no other Flame Tanks here. There's the click. Boom. Oh, he gets the far one. I didn't even see that. He must have seen that somehow. Marv is out. It's going to be man spam though. Cabal's coming up to buff the squads. You definitely want Cabals, because they buff the infantry. You can see the red glow, and that's really important. It's a huge buff, by the way, in terms of combat effectiveness. And Nash, he's only got a railgun unit here. That's not going to be enough. The Marv is going to come. He's not going to be able to Marvis, right? He wants to Marvis, but he can't. Although Drive standing in the tip field is not good for his health. And here comes the tower wall. He's got 2 MCVs, so he can pump out 2 towers at a time. What has Drive got behind this? He's going for a Redeemer. Where's his MCV? Did he sell it? No, he's going to move up here, which means he's going to contest. He could go Beams. He could go Spectres. It's going to be hard to say. Now, the Marv has no repair pad on it, so all damage is final. Oh, unfortunately, that Flame Tank going through the guts. I would like to see Flame Tanks on the flame. It's just wide open for Flame Tanks. Surely there's going to be... I mean, yeah, here we go. There's one there. He's going to catch these Harvesters. Now, just remember, Nash is relying on the Marvesting, and he really hasn't Marvest much at all, which means the cutting off of these Harvesters is a big deal. This is really important. He's going to be able to get that one. That Flame Tank is going to get into the base, and the towers are not sufficient to deal with the Flame Tank. You know, the Flame Tank's going to be able to withstand quite a bit of that. He's going to go for the ref, but with the laser field on it, that will hold out for a little while, but he's going to get the ref. I think he's going to go for the other ref. He's going to be dispatched. I would like... I mean, he's going to go for a Redeemer. He's got a Flame unit, maybe a Repair unit. Yeah, he's going for a Repair unit. Is he still going to push? No. Drive has... Oh, he moved to the far field. He decided, all right, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, this is the problem, right? Nash, he's got 2 snipers in the Marv. Does he Marvest this field now? He needs some money, right? But the thing is, Marvesting is cost inefficient. Another Harvester gets popped. Nash just losing Harvesters over here. Has to do a big sell-off. Some Bite Buggy, but I think all the infantry is coming over, yeah. And it's like these tanks, as soon as they see this, they need to sound the retreat. If they continue on, they will all be destroyed. Yeah, these tanks here have to back up as well. Puts the ref down. Rifles get crushed. And he's Marvesting his field. Oh, man, this is really bad. In the short term, it's okay. But in the long term, it's bad. Because, again, the Marv harvests inefficiently. It's much better to harvest with Harvesters. Harvester will back off. Double Sniper. Although he doesn't have much to defend this, does he? What he needs to get EMP coils before he loses his tech center. That's a big deal, right? Because if he gets EMP coils, he can build those units. He's going to come forward now and attack this base here. There's not a lot of AP ammo here. This infantry wall, there's nothing much he can do about this. There's no aircraft. He's pulling his forces across. It's mainly infantry. There's only 2 Juggernauts, but those Juggernauts just won't do that much versus infantry. The Rifleman squads are just not going to cut it, right? They're just going to be completely destroyed. Yeah, oh, Shockwave Artillery comes down. He actually hits the bikes. Oh my god. That's a lot of dead infantry. That was a fantastic Shockwave. Shockwave, of course, does grenade damage. There is a Flame Tank there. Elite Flame Tank. I'm not sure how he got Elite so quickly. He must have destroyed some other stuff. But look at that. Drive's just going to go for it. Is he just going to go for the MCV? I think he is. He's going to get crushed if he goes for it, but it might be enough. The Redeemer does do a rage. He is... Oh, no, he doesn't get the MCV. Oh, no, he stopped shooting at the MCV. Does Drive not realize it? Drive does not realize that he did not destroy the MCV. That is critical, by the way, because that gives whatchamacallit, Nashington the ability to move the MCV and push Drive's base. I don't think he's going to be able to do that, though. The Redeemer is still alive. Is the Marv here? Where is the Marv? The Marv is still Marvesting. Oh, he puts a ref down now. Shockwave. It sells off the uplink. I'm not sure about that. Might have been worth keeping that. Does Drive have EMP coils yet? He's working on EMP coil. I think he realizes now he can just use Raider. But oh no, this Juggernaut, unfortunately, in the wrong side of town. What he can do, he can use infantry and Raider buggies with the Redeemer, and he can control the open flat areas. He can probably even take the EMP control center. I wouldn't mind seeing him take... Yeah, he's got an engineer. He's going to go take the EMP control center. Drive has been very good at doing this in these games. And yeah, he's just going to push this base. I mean, why not? There's nothing here to stop him. He might as well cause damage to Nash. Got to watch out for that Zone Trooper squad. That hurt Drive quite a bit. EMP buggies is done. Oh my god, he's almost got a heroic Raider buggy. And if he kills that Zone Trooper squad... Oh, he just got destroyed. I did not see the Juggernauts at the back there. The Juggernauts just absolutely blasted down those Raider buggies. Another random tower over there. I don't think he wants to fight those Juggernauts behind the structure. Couple of tanks moving down the flank, but I mean, ultimately, yeah, Drive sees them and he's just going to move into position and he's going to cut them off and he's going to destroy those tanks. I mean, I guess it was a nice idea. Meanwhile, these units are pushing down over here. There's the Marv. It's the Sniper Marv. Oh, he's got... No! Oh my god, you weren't close enough. He was nowhere near close enough to EMP that. I don't think he's going to get the Marv. It's got too much health. Has a single repair pad, and there is a War Factory here. Raider buggy's there, needs to get an EMP off. He wants to make that work, but no, I think he realizes he's going to pull back now. Drive, realistically, could just wait. Got some Mantis there. I like the Mantis inclusion. That's nice. Realistically, Drive could just pull all of his infantry to his Redeemer. Yeah, and he might be okay, because look at this, Nash with the Marvesting has sort of trashed his field. He's running out of tip. There's so much infantry here. Oh my god, these towers are not going to... And he's going to decoy army, and that's going to be a nightmare, because look, these towers are just going to be shooting at that forever. You ideally want to select it and scatter move it as well, so it doesn't get splashed. But look at that, he's just going to work his way through the space. There's nothing Nash can do about this. There's way too much infantry here. He's going to be able to destroy this, and I mean, just remember, he's got the EMP blast, so the EMP buggies aren't even the really important unit right now. Yeah, look, big rage gen goes off as well. The Redeemer is here. He's going to destroy some of his own tanks. It's not going to be too bad of a rage though. And yeah, Drive needs to perhaps force move his infantry a little bit to get them in range. You do want to try to force move your infantry if you're going to either push forward and advance or retreat. You only want to suppress when you're in firing range. Battle markers over here. Oh my god, there's a blue flame tank here. And trying to get it with all the machine guns, it's just not sufficient. He's going to get a refinery for sure. And I just feel like Drive is just closing the noose, right? Oh my god, there's 2 Juggernauts there. Oh god. Is there 3? No, there's only 2. Oh my god, that's really bad. And yeah, Drive is just closing the noose, right? Nash is basically out of buildings. Those flame tanks have obviously been doing more damage than I anticipated. But let's have a look. The EMP is almost done. If you're Drive, you wait the extra 30 seconds you need, bring forward all your infantry, and then just go for it. The EMP, he's actually got another group of forces here. This is fantastic. Like, he can just EMP them up, and he just wins the game, right? He can chain it if he needs, because he's got some Raider buggies back here. I would start with the EMP blast, but is he going to go in before the EMP is ready? And he's going to send these forces in first? I don't know about that. I'm not sure. It needs to be a coordinated strike. It's not coordinated so far, but is it going to matter? That's the question. Drive is going to push forward. He's not force moving his infantry, which means the suppression is real. The Marv is doing some serious damage. But yeah, the infantry now in range of these buildings. There's a battle marker down here. Oh my god. The APCs are engaging the bite buggy. He's not even going to bother. This flame tank is destroying the APCs, and any moment now I'm expecting the EMP blast to come in. And here's the EMP blast. It's going to hit the Juggernaut, the MCV, and it's going to hit the Marv, and this is going to be an absolute bloodbath. It is going to be a bloodbath. Nash is going to lose this game. The Marv now somehow survives the EMP, but for how long? Yeah, look at all the rockets. I mean, there's so many rockets here. It's just not funny. I mean, the forces on the right-hand side are losing as well. Drive doesn't even care that he's cost inefficient. Nash has nothing he can do about this. Yeah, GG. He can't focus right now. Nash, Drive Russian has got inside the head of Nash, and Nash is in trouble. And Shock Trepet now is going, yes, I need Drive to win in order to be in a better position, because it's looking like Bart Jones might be able to knock off Phoenix. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, Drive carries game 7. So that's now 3 in a row for Drive. And that's alarm bells, right? That's alarm bells for Nash. Yeah, it's absolute alarm bells for Nash. Like 3 games in a row. The break did nothing but strengthen Drive in that situation, I think, as well, right? It did nothing but strengthen Drive. Yeah, the man spam, yeah. This is the thing, he's getting these man spams up into like these critical numbers, and it's just becoming so powerful. Yeah, the blue flame tanks, we didn't see, like, we saw them out and about. They didn't seem to do that much damage, but they obviously were doing a little bit more damage around the edges than we could see. Not sure where they've gone now. They do realize that it's not over. Maybe they're stuck on the loading screen. There's been a lot of issues recently. Yeah. At the start of the series, Nash just looked better, right? He looked better. But then as the series has gone on, Drive has just got stronger and stronger and stronger, and now Nash is having trouble. He's just getting overrun. Like, Nash was actually looking okay in that game, but I mean, it just looked like Drive was always a little bit ahead the whole time, and then those man spam armies, he's just not able to deal with it. I mean, the lack of hammerheads as well. Like, I just think he went way too heavy on the Preds in that game because Drive just didn't have that. I mean, you can deal with Bite Buggy without Preds, but the Preds don't really do much else. You know, when you're fighting man spam, what do? Not much. Don't want to see another 5-0 like Bike versus... Yeah, Bike versus Senna. That was the most one-sided series I think we've seen in the entire event. Even more than Bike Rush Master Leaf. Yeah, Senna just couldn't deal with it right. He just collapsed every game. Like, Bike just picked him apart like he was playing with his food. What is the matchup on Friday? So, assuming we're going ahead on Friday, and again, wait for me to confirm this, but the two remaining matches are going to be Phoenix versus Bart Jones, and that may be important depending on the outcome of this game. I'll be able, as soon as this series is over, I'll be able to do the maths, and I'll be able to tell you what the outcomes could be. And then the biggest game, which is going to be even bigger than the Phoenix Bart Jones, which is still a big game, is going to be the Tip Senna game, because Tipsy can make the finals, Senna can make the finals, and Marsleaf can make the finals, but there's only one spot left. So it's going to come down to the scoreline, and it's just going to be intense, right? I think I did the maths. I think Senna has to win 5-1 or 5-0, and he qualifies. Tipsy has to win regardless of score, and he qualifies. And Masterleaf has to hope Senna wins 5-2 or worse for him to qualify. So there is a way forward for all three players. But yeah, again, Drive has, even if Drive loses this match, he's still going to qualify a minimum of third, because his percentage and his game difference will be above Shock Trappets, and that's what's going to matter. You know, it'll come down to Nash. Shock Trappet right now kind of wants Nash to lose this game, because if he loses it, then it'll be really difficult when he plays Bart. But this is Badland Hills starting on the bottom. That's a big zoom. Starting on the east side, it is Drive Russian. Nash sticking with GDI. Did I update the scoreboard? Yes, I did. And this is the only map in the map pool that has a triple spike on it. So very unique map, and I think the designer has pulled it off quite well. And I've said this before, that it's very difficult to make maps like this. There's a blue tip field as well. You've got unusual terrain types, but it just works. It just melds and blends, and most of the factions seem to have a pretty good time on this map, and that's what you really want out of a map. You want it to be balanced across all the factions, because you can make a map that's just like favoring one faction over another, and those maps tend to not be very popular. They fall out of favor very quickly. People don't like them, but yeah, they want something that's a bit more even across the board. What do we got from Drive? Oh, this could be another Operations Center opening. He is Black Hand, so you can't go Venoms or anything like that. You could do a Venom carry or open. Nash, meanwhile, is going for an eco build. I think he's going to rely on the scout. Yeah, he's actually going to draft, so he's going to stop the scout getting it. He's going to dig a foxhole. Will Drive walk into the foxhole? That's the question, though. No, he will not walk into the foxhole. He is going to cut off the scouts, and Nash is going to be really annoyed about that. Did he go for a pit scout? No, he didn't. So he doesn't have a scout on the south side either. Oh, it's a fake. He builds an operations center. Yeah, Nash doesn't see it. This is the thing. Nash needs to see the Black Hand squad now. He needs to show Nash the Black Hand squad, because right now Nash is just ecoing, which is exactly what Nash needs to do. But if he sees the Black Hand squad, he'll force out a bunch of units. Obviously, he wants to go burn the spike down, eventually maybe get the rest of the spikes. It will be hard. There are some garrisons back here. This one's no real garrisons close by. All the bikes are coming out, though. So he will clean those scouts up. So bike open as well with the Black Hand unit. There's the single pit ball. I think, yeah, he spots that now. And this is the thing Nash has got to be thinking. Is there a Reckoner? Yeah, look, he's looking for a Flame Tank or a Reckoner because he's driving out to the flank, right? So he's been fooled. The question is, how much will he be fooled by? The Black Hand squad is going to go for the other spike. He's building Preds. He's building APCs. This is what what Drive wants. He's going to get the first spike. You can actually shoot it from the fire at it from the low ground. Yeah, he's going to come in. I think he's going to. Yeah, he's going to take out the APC. He's just going to target it. He's not quite going to get it. The flame unit is going to have to turn around. He can probably take out those pit bulls. Only gets one. He might as well just turn around and flame the units down. So he's not going to get a second spike. I'm not sure where Nash was going with that harvester. That was crazy town. He must have had a rally there. That's a bit unfortunate. Force fires the ground. Will get the APC. Doesn't lose the Black Hand squad, but it's only got 2 members left. They're going to get crushed. See you later. So he does prevent any more spike loss, which is nice. Loses a few units. Oh my god, he's got... That's fast Orcas. That's 1 base Orc. He's actually got a ref down. Drive is a ref down as well. Does he know about the Orcas? That's the question.
Construction complete.
No, he's got no idea there's Orcas coming. Okay, now this is fine now. The problem is he does still have some bikes available to him, so the bikes will cause problems if they are in position, but it's all about being in position, right? Is he in the right spot at the right time? Yes, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, GDI and Black Hand again. Two most popular factions, but definitely not the most successful factions. Probably because they're just being picked a lot, but still. We'll have to see what he does. Has he got his 4 Orcas up? He does have his 4 Orcas up, and he's got them around the bottom of the map. I don't think Drive is aware of them still. I'm not sure why he's waiting, really. He needs to kind of go in now, because if you build Orcas this early, you want to go in and you want to take him out. Scout on the top, Scout in the middle. And yeah, there's only a Raider buggy here. Some rocket squads, but they're not quite in position. He could easily get 3 harvesters if Drive is not paying attention here. Yeah, he's going to come in and he's going to find 3 harvesters. Oh no, he used a missile on that harvester. Is the ratio going to be enough? Not getting 3 harvesters. Oh no. Oh my god, he needs 1 more rocket. Oh no, he didn't do the ratio properly. Nash just faltering. And that's huge, by the way, missing out on that last harvester. Does he have any more missiles left? No, he's got no more missiles left. Drive's going to save that harvester. Yes, it's going to have to be pulled back to the war factory. Yes, it's going to be heavily delayed. Here comes the man spam. The infantry upgrades are on the way. It's going to be Pitbull's out. Does he have AP ammo? AP ammo is halfway done. Hammerheads. I like the hammerheads. He's got double ref, so he's got his economy going pretty well. He's got 6 harvesters on the expo. Oh, the Orcas can't get back to base. Oh, he's down to 1 Orca now. That's unfortunate. Drive just long range mining. Might as well just go to the blue tip field, really. I think he's going to lose the last Orca as well. Yeah, I don't know why he went around that way. He could have easily got out. Some people's coming back in, but I mean, the damaged harvester was pulled, right? He's getting repairs. Drive can probably just easily move those units across. Battle markers over there. Few tanks moving around. He is going to come in, but yeah, the infantry sees it, and he might get a harvester, you know. Yeah, I think he's going to get a harvester. Drive's going to pull it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, loses a harvester. He's going to lose most of these pits, so 4 pits for a harvester. I mean, that's alright. You know, it hurts. Especially if that harvester, no, that one's going to get back to work. Tech Center is down. Is he going for Purifying Flame? He's going for Purifying Flame again. Look, Drive is doing, I think, the same thing he did in the previous game, because he's like, well, it works so well. And again, Nash has got Preds out, which are pretty useless. Juggernauts aren't going to do too much against infantry either. The bikes are coming down. They should be able to cut off any harvesters going to the blue tip field. They will get a harvester kill there, which is very nice. I think they'll follow through with that. A hammerhead's responding, but that's just going to be an easy hammerhead pickoff if he chases. Oh my god, yeah, he needs to get out of there. Those bikes could have got it. Hammerheads come in. Did they get a harvester? I'm not sure, but they flew into a lot of infantry, which is not good. And the hammerhead numbers, oh, they're going to fly into the bike buggy as well. This is great for Drive because he's keeping the hammerhead numbers low. He's taking out a hammerhead here. He's taking out a hammerhead there. And yes, keeping the numbers low. Oh, there's a flame tank, but does he not realize he didn't get it? The flame tank actually lives. Surely he knows that. Oh, there's a flame tank here, which is drawing his attention. Drive needs to go for the refinery, yeah. He's actually going, he's going to click the other ref. He's going to click the other ref, and he's going to get this refinery. I think he's going to get it. Oh, that's devastating. He got both refs. This is a move that we see the Blackhand players love doing. They flame one ref and they click the other, and all of a sudden you've got no refs. And this flame tank is actually still alive. He probably should have just gone for the spike, really. Although if he gets in here, he'll get all the infrastructure. That's 2 fully upgraded power plants, the tier 2 and a airfield. The hammerheads should be able to respond to that, but I mean, yeah, there's not enough anti-infantry here. That Orca strike, I'm not sure what he was doing. Yeah, the hammerheads are here. He loses the airfield, which is not the worst loss in the world. But again, this man spam, he doesn't have the ability to overrun this man spam. Elite bike, there are 2 elite bikes. Look out. If those bikes go heroic, this is in a world of pain. There's not enough forces here from Nash. He's losing the plot. There is a flame tank up there. We've got to keep an eye on the radar because there is a lot of flame tanks around. But I mean, these forces are basically as good as dead. You know, there's a Blackhand squad there. These units are going to be cleaned up ultimately. I mean, the tanks can't really do that much. The infantry is being forced to run around a little bit, and Drive doesn't have a huge amount going. He's going for a Redeemer. He's sold off the tier 4. He's got some blue flame tanks. These Predator tanks just walking right up to these forces here. Battle marker. Oh my god, another blue flame tank has made it through, and he's going to get that war factory, man. It kills these buildings so fast. Yeah, hammerheads will respond, but a little bit too late. Nash only has a single ref on this expansion here. There's no economy in the middle, but right now he's got no refs, no harvesters. And I mean, he's got Tib core bikes. Probably doesn't need Mantis just yet. I would like to see EMP coils, although he doesn't have to worry about a Marv. I guess he doesn't actually need that just yet. Redeemer's going to come out, and I think with this, Drive needs to make a push on the middle field.
The Redeemer has risen.
Yeah, double hand of nod. I think he's just going to go for the man spam now. Hasn't got the EMP spike. We've been seeing him get the EMP spikes on most maps. He's going to take a swing at that spike. He's going to leave it for the flame tank. He's going to go for the harvesters. Oh my god, there's a bunch of harvesters here. I don't think the hammerheads can engage this, right? Because it's Tib core bikes and there's just not enough hammerheads. Yeah, there's 2 hammerheads left. They're just going to be dead hammerheads. I think he has a zone head there as well. Again, zone heads versus Blackhand. Again, the Tib core, like, what are the zone heads for, really? That flame tank does bypass the spikes. He's just going to go for the ref, and that's build radius, right? There's no build radius. He's going to get the tier 2. The hammerheads can't do anything. Oh my god, he's going to try to use the zone head, but I mean, the Tib core bikes there, he's got a heroic bike. It's just not going to happen. All the infrastructure is dead, and this is the thing. Drive is just tightening the noose. He's doing the same thing he did in the previous game, and Nash is falling for it again. Oh, he's just being pushed into a corner. He's not going to get the heroic bike. He does get the heroic bike. He still has the zone head, so the zone head is still alive. Oh, one more shot instead. The uplink is here as well, so he's probably going to lose the uplink. Oh no, I guess he's going to clean his force up now. Zone troopers are there. We'll force those bikes away into the top of the map. But I mean, what has Nash got? He's got such little. I guess, yeah, he got a second ref down again, so that's all right. He's got his uplink, so he's got shockwave. But oh my god, here comes the man spam. There's 2 groups of man spam converging. I mean, it's not a massive amount of man spam, but it's still going to be too much for what Nash has, right? I mean, he's got Mantis here, which the hammerheads aren't going to be able to do anything anyway because they're in too low number. Double repair on the Redeemer. He's going to push the attack because it's like, hey, I can push the attack. There's the shockwave. The shockwave will land on the Redeemer. It will hit the Redeemer finally, but I mean, that's the thing. He's in range of the MCV. The bikes just run through. The bikes run through to get to the Juggernauts. He could even EMP the Juggernauts, which he is going to do. The MCV falls. Oh my god. This is just a nightmare for Nash. He is in so much trouble. Masterleaf is crying right now. And Shock Trapper is fist pumping because his chances for a finals berth are still alive. Drive Russian has done it. He has defeated Phoenix 5 games to 3 in this series, and oh my god, what an explosive series this one. This series had a lot of combat in it. Like, there was no games where any one player just fell over like you see sometimes happen. Every game was an explosive engagement. Oh my god. And yeah, Drive, just even though you can see there he was just hitting the economy, he was just doing a fantastic job. Ended up getting an extra, 17,000, and the kill death ratio is surprisingly quite good for Drive considering the amount of infantry, but I guess he didn't really lose his infantry at all. But oh, fantastic. Fantastic for Drive Russian. He will win the series. 5-3. Drive defeats Let's fix that up. Yeah, but I mean, what can you say? What can you say about that series? Again, Drive just got stronger the longer the series went on. And some players do that, right? They just get better and better and better as the series goes on. And the extended series is all about endurance, right? It's about endurance. Can you go the full 9 games? Yeah, people call it in the chat. Best of Drive victories. Guys, let's do the maths. I'm going to do the maths right now. I'm going to get the results up. I'm going to stream 8. Okay, let's update Group A. So Drive completes. Yeah, Drive ends up on 3 victories. Like, dude, he looked iffy at the beginning, but it turned out okay. All right, 4, 3. So 5, 6, 7, so 17, and he lost 3 games. 12. So he ends up on +5. Let's have a look at his percentage. Yeah, Driver's going to finals, ladies and gentlemen. What do you got? 28. Sorry, 27, 28, 29. 58.6. Yeah, so Drive ends up on. He'll end up in 2nd place. He can't get ahead of Bart. Technically, he can get ahead of Bart Jones if Bart Jones loses 5-0 to Nash, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's update Nash's score. Oh, that's not good for Nash. The Americans. Oh no, the Americans are going to be devastated. They're not going to have someone in the finals representing them. I mean, he's still +1. Shock is hanging on a knife's edge right now. All right, let's do the maths. Divided by 21, 52.4. All right, let's have a look here. Yeah, 2, 3, 1. So at the end of that game, nothing changed in Group A in terms of positioning. I'll show you guys the graph now. Where is it? No, not there. Now, I will have to obviously triple check the results, but this is me just pushing them out pretty quick smart. Group stables. Okay, there we go. So if you look at Group A now, oh, that's not right. Hang on. I don't know why it didn't update properly there. Okay, so this is Group A. So Group A, Drive stays in 2nd, Phoenix stays in 4th, right? But what we're looking at now is that Bart Jones and Drive, they are going to finals. They're going to finals. Bart Jones almost certainly is going to finish in 1st position. Basically, Nash would have to 5-0 Bart Jones in order for Drive to win the group. Let's just grab the calculator again. If he 5-1s Bart would have 16, 11, 26, 27. Is that right? No way. If Bart Jones gets 5-1, which would put him on the same difference, he'd have 16 wins and 11 losses. So yeah, divided by 27. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. If Bart Jones loses 1 game to 5 to Phoenix, he's still going to have a percentage of 59.2. So he's still going to finish 1st. The only way Bart Jones can finish 2nd is if he loses 5-0. That's the only way. So technically, Drive can win Group A. But Phoenix must beat Bart Jones 5-0 for that to happen. Any other outcome, and Bart Jones wins Group A. So Bart Jones literally has to win 1 game, and he wins Group A. So if you're Bart Jones, you're like, all right, cool, no worries. I'll just all in rush in 1 game and get my 1 win. And let's face it, with the way that Bart Jones has been playing, He's going to easy cap get that win. He might even win the entire match. I mean, I'm expecting him to, with what I've seen, I'm expecting Bart Jones to win that game. All right, now let's see. What does Nash need to do to qualify? Nash absolutely must win. He must win versus Bart Jones. A loss and he is out. If he wins, it doesn't matter what the score is, because you can see that Shock Trepet is -1, right? He's -1 and Phoenix is +1. So it doesn't matter what the score is. Nash will always have a win-loss above Shock. But if he loses, he'll only end the group with 1 win, and Shock has 2 wins, so that's it. That's it. It doesn't, the percentage won't matter because Shock has 2 wins, right? And of course, if you look down in Group B, the Tips versus Senna game, I've said this before, for a Tips qualification, Tips must beat Senna at all costs. The score is irrelevant. Tips just has to win. For Senna, Senna must win 5 games to 1 or 5-0, and Senna takes third. For Master Leaf to hold third, Senna must win, but he has to win 5-2 or worse. So 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. So Leaf wants Senna to win, but not by too much. So yeah, this is going to be crazy. There's only 2 matches left in the Kane's Wrath Extended Series group stages, and then we are off, ladies and gentlemen, to the finals. We already know that Bike Rush will be on the bottom side of the bracket and Futurama will be on the top side of the bracket. But we don't know where the others will be just yet. But again, going back to Group A, technically, Drive can finish first if Nash 5-0s Bart Jones, but I think that's almost certainly not going to happen. I think Bart Jones is the hot favourite to just win the whole match, and he'll win Group A, and Nash will be sent packing. Both the American players will be out, Phoenix and Cyberstorm. Shock Trepet now is just going, come on Bart Jones, take me home to the finals. We'll have 2 Russians and a UK, England, British player there. In Group B, Bike Rush obviously is British, Futurama is Ukrainian, Master Leaf is British, Tips is British, and Senna is from Croatia. So yeah, it's getting so juicy right now, isn't it? And we have made some serious progress in the Kane's Wrath Extended Series. But again, stay tuned to my channel. I will have the last 2 games. I'm planning it for Friday. It's probably going to be an 1800 GMT start, but I'm just not too sure. Check out my channel. I'm just waiting on Nash. He better not run off. Nash, don't run off. The problem is Nash, he takes forever to respond, so it's very difficult to organize games versus Nash. I've got 3 of the 4 players teed up. I just need Nash to confirm, and then all 4 players for Friday will be ready. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this stream here. It actually turned out to be, once again, another banger of a game. And I'm going to have to leave it at that. But yeah, thanks for watching the series today, game. Good, well done to Drive for winning the series there. That's just punches his finals card home, and now we have just 2 games left, 1 for each group. It's gonna be a huge Friday if it happens on Friday. Stay tuned to my channel. Don't miss out the announcements. I will advertise those streams. My name is Green Zero. You're watching the Kane's Wrath Invitational Extended Series. We're almost at the finals. I'll catch you all in the next stream.